free consultation. We have Saturday appointments available. Radcliffe Law, making the law personal.
Now let's congratulate our latest winner in the Name It and Claim It scrambled word game at WMBS. This week we gave you the scrambled letters of I-P-T-V-I-S-T-O-Y-I. 10 letters, I-P-T-V-I-S-T-O-Y-I, and said there was one correct answer. And the word we are accepting is positivity. Positivity is this week's word. We just figure with everything that sounds so bad and glum these days, let's start off this year with a positive note, a plus note, and surely enough, positivity fits right in there. Positivity is the word, and congratulations to Larry Fleming of Farmington, whose entry was drawn at random this morning, and he wins this week's prize, a $60 packet of Pennsylvania Lottery scratch-off tickets. That's a good reason for positivity. Must be 18 years of age or older to play this week. That's the state lottery rules. Now, we'll send our winner a prize certificate by mail and be listening Monday for our next Name It and Claim It scrambled word game. New set of letters, another prize from our participating sponsors. So again, those 10 letters, I-P-T-V-I-S-T-O-Y-I, spelled one word. Positivity is the correct answer. Larry Fleming of Farmington, our winner on the Name It and Claim It scrambled word game at WMBS. Think about the different types of help you've received. There's the relationship advice you got from a fortune cookie, and there's the marriage advice you got from your mom. It's kind of the same way with insurance. Other insurance companies just see a customer, but State Farm agent Bob Confer takes the time to get to know you and understand who you really are. Bob wants to help life go right. Call State Farm agent Bob Confer in Uniontown at 724-438-4477 today.
It's time for another C. Arborano Group High School Sports Night. Coverage of high school basketball here on WMBS, the WPIAL High School Sports Network, and Facebook Live, being brought to you by the WVU Medicine Uniontown Hospital, the Sprouse Insurance Group, the Radcliffe Law Firm, the Roosters Roost, Armstrong, Fayette Area Coordinated Transportation, Autoland Hyundai, Cherokee Recycling, Coldwell Banker Laurel Ridge Realty, Freaky Fast, Freaky Good, Jimmy John's in Uniontown, Attorney Melinda Delarose, George Dental Associates, NovaCare Rehabilitation, Russ Blejo, your local Allstate insurance agent, Ted Sova and Son Auto and Fender Repair, Shop and Save, Walnut Hill in Uniontown, Ford of Uniontown, Northwest Mutual Agent John Ritchie, Uniontown Detailing, Magisterial District Judge Daniel Shimshock, the Catholic War Veterans Post 1669 in Hopwood, the Somerset Trust Company, Attorney Vince Teaberry, Fayette County Recorder of Deeds John Marietta, the Simply Sweet Boutique, Perkins Painting, Magisterial District Judge Nathan Henning, Potter's Sports Bar and Grill in Uniontown, M&R Transit, the Centers for Rehab Services and Physical Therapist Jim Burns, Davis and Davis Attorneys at Law, Mama Ruka's Pizza Shop in Uniontown, the C. Harper Group, Casey's Sports Cafe, Rose Motors in Masontown, First Federal Savings and Loan Association of Greene County, Beecham's Pharmacy in Connellsville, SWGI in Uniontown, Thurby's Riverside Ford, State Farm Agent Lauren Yeoman, Lee's Plumbing and Excavating, and Joby's Golf. Now stay tuned for the Sprouse Insurance Group pregame show here on WMBS, Facebook Live, and the Trib Live High School Sports Network.
From Uniontown High School, it's time for high school boys basketball action on WMBS and the Trib Live High School Sports Network, along with Facebook Live tonight. The Uniontown Red Raiders host the Elizabeth Forward Warriors at Section 3 4A action. Brian Morozak along with Gary Frankhauser tonight. Billy Dice behind the camera on our Facebook Live video stream, and Nick Barczyk back inside our WVU Medicine Uniontown Hospital studios. Our live video stream tonight, courtesy of Jimmy John's, Walnut Hill Plaza, Uniontown, and Ford of Uniontown. Of course, as always, our pregame show being brought to you by the Sprouse Insurance Group and insurance agent David Hughes. They will get you ready for the game. They're located at 217 West Main Street in Uniontown. Phone 724-437-9812 for the Sprouse Insurance Group. And Gary, both of these teams off to nice starts this season. Uniontown coming off a 77-43 win at South Park on Tuesday. The Red Raiders sit in solo third place in the conference. And you look at Elizabeth Forward, they're 4-0 in conference play, and they've won 4 straight. And that might come as a surprise to a lot of folks after they lost their leading scorer from last year, Zach Boyd. He broke his foot in the team's first scrimmage. And their second leading scorer, Vernon Settles, transferred to Pittsburgh Central Catholic.
Well, it is a big loss for Elizabeth Forward, but as you said, this is a huge game for both squads in the section, with Uniontown coming in 3-1 in the section and Elizabeth Forward 4-0, as you said, with Bell Vernon in the section also. They'll both have to play Bell Vernon, and that is a formidable task going up against the Bell Vernon Leopards, who have proven to be very strong this year also. So it's an important game for both teams, and Uniontown on home court will certainly like to hold home serve here this evening.
Yeah, the Red Raiders hosted Bell Vernon last Friday. Actually led 19-17 after one quarter of play, but couldn't keep up with the Leopards in the second half, falling 72-57. But they played hard. And the story for this Uniontown team this year has been the two dynamic freshmen, Notorious Grooms and Calvin Winfrey III. And you throw in junior Bakari Wallace, who's been a rebounding machine. Uniontown has been a formidable foe this year for anyone they've played.
That's for sure. And Notorious averaging almost 22 points a game as a freshman is very impressive, and he has certainly grown up very fast here at the Uniontown Red Raider gym, and he'll be here for 4 years, and I'm sure Coach Kaczmarski will certainly enjoy him for the next 4 years.
And you look right now at the Section 3 4A standings. You have Bell Vernon and EF both at the top of the table, 4-0 in conference play. Red Raiders sitting at a game back, and a scenario exists where if Uniontown knocks off Elizabeth Forward tonight and the Warriors knock off Bell Vernon on Tuesday, you could very easily have a three-way tie for first place, and those three teams have separated themselves from the rest of the pack. Yock and Mount Pleasant both at 1-3, Southmoreland and South Park at 0-3 in conference play. So a lot of big games coming up here, Gary, over the next week or so.
You've got that right. And as you said, by separating themselves, they're kind of jockeying for position for playoff spots. Even this early in the season, you have to look at the scenario that these three teams are probably going to make the playoffs, and where they end up in their section is going to go a long way in determining their seeding.
And we've seen a lot of close games between Uniontown and Elizabeth Forward over the years. The Red Raiders have won 10 of the last 15 in the series and 12 of the last 19 meetings, but the Warriors swept the Red Raiders last year, and I'm sure Uniontown remembers that. And, of course, one of the more high-profile games in this series when the two teams met in the WPIAL quarterfinals back in February of 2014. It was an overtime win for Uniontown over Elizabeth Forward. That game played at Charleroi. The Red Raiders did sweep EF, though, during both games of both the 18-19 and 19-20 seasons, but just a lot of close games between these two schools coming right down to the wire.
They're very familiar with each other, and down 51, Elizabeth Forward not that far away. They know each other very well. They have good scouting reports on both teams. They've seen each other in Summer League, and it's going to be a battle. I think we're going to be in for a very good contest here, and Elizabeth Forward will lean on number 15, Charles Maylab. He's a sophomore, and he's an underclassman also that's averaging 15 points per game. So they don't go very deep, but they do play a very fundamentally sound game. And from the Uniontown side, look for pressure defense on their side.
And, of course, Elizabeth Ford, one of the top young coaches in the WPIAL, Matt Loftus, in his fourth year, and he's done a nice job to turn around this Elizabeth Ford program as well.
That's for sure. And, Rob Kaczmarski, very veteran coach, but as you said, Matt Loftus coming in just in very short time, turning that program around. They have the ability to win a lot of games this year, and looks like they're very well suited for the future also.
And it makes me feel old knowing that Rob Kaczmarski in his 20th year as Uniontown's head basketball coach. We'll talk to Uniontown head coach Rob Kaczmarski and Matt Loftus, the head coach of the Elizabeth Forward Warriors, when the Sprouse Insurance Group pregame show continues right after this.
Going on now at C. Harper Chevy. Our customers can drive away in a new 2022 Chevy Silverado for only $279 a month. Security deposit waived. Stop in for a test drive or visit CHarperChevy.com. Chevrolet, find new roads. Lease is through GMF for well-qualified individuals, 24 months at 10,000 miles per year, with 4,500 cash trade equity with lease loyalty or lease conquest. Payment is for tax, title fees, and first payment. Security deposit waived. Sale ends January 31st, 2022. While supplies last. Residency restrictions apply. Call dealer for all of the details at 724-929-8000.
The WVU Medicine Uniontown Hospital Orthopedic and Spine Institute is open, and their experienced providers are ready to care for you. Orthopedic and spine care spans a wide range of problems, from arthritis to joint trauma caused by injury or overuse. Hips, shoulders, knees, and backs are the most common areas where patients experience pain or impaired function. At WVU Medicine Uniontown Hospital, they can treat orthopedic and spine problems with state-of-the-art care. Their board-certified orthopedic surgeons and specialists are well experienced in the latest treatments for damaged and diseased joints. They offer everything from physical therapies to joint repairs and joint replacements. Whenever possible, the newest, minimally invasive techniques are used to ensure quicker recovery, less pain, and less damage to surrounding tissues. To learn more about the newly opened Orthopedic and Spine Institute at WVU Medicine Uniontown Hospital, or to schedule an appointment, call 724-912-7533 or visit wvumedicine.org/Uniontown. WVU Medicine Uniontown Hospital. The new us, here for you.
When you are looking to make some extra cash for your aluminum cans, visit Cherokee Recycling, where aluminum can is king. Cherokee Recycling is open Monday through Friday, 9 till 5, and Saturdays, 8 till 12 noon, closed Sundays and holidays. Give Marcus or Rags a call today at 724-439-3228 for Cherokee Recycling, where recycling makes the most sense.
When it's time to service your vehicle, don't procrastinate. Call Rose Motors at 724-583-1944. Rose Motors, specializing in computer diagnostics, engine and electrical problems, brake service, electronic tune-ups, air conditioning repair, exhaust work, state inspection, and more. Looking for a quality pre-owned vehicle? See Rose Motors, where financing is also available. Rose Motors, 42 River Avenue in Masontown. Serving the area for 3 generations. Open Monday through Friday, 8:30 to 5, Saturday by appointment.
Did you know that you have a choice for your physical therapy provider? NovaCare Rehabilitation offers same-day appointments, and oftentimes you don't need a prescription from your doctor to see us. We will make sure that you are treated as an individual and will work directly one-on-one with you to help achieve your goals. You have tried the rest. Now try the best. NovaCare, Delaware Avenue in Uniontown. Phone 724-437-0556 to schedule your appointment today.
Mom Maruka's Pizza Shop, located at 64 Barton Mill Road in Uniontown, is your prime place to enjoy local high school sports. Mom Maruka's is family-owned and operated, where pride of ownership certainly shows. The Sampson family carries on the tradition of homemade pizza, salads, subs, and wings. Mom Maruka's is open Monday through Saturday, 4 to 10 for indoor and outdoor dining and takeout. Call 724-438-9066 or visit MomMarukaPizza.com for their menu.
With branches in Markleysburg, Connellsville, Hopwood, Uniontown, and Perryopolis, Somerset Trust Company is truly Fayette County's community bank. We invite you to stop by and experience the Somerset Trust Company difference. Local decision-making, convenient locations, extended hours, award-winning online and mobile banking, and more. Somerset Trust Company, community banking worth talking about. Branches and ATMs throughout Fayette County.
Brian Morozak back on the Browns Insurance Group pregame show. Boys high school basketball action on WMBS tonight. The Uniontown Red Raiders hosting Elizabeth Forward in a Section 3 4A matchup, being joined by Uniontown head coach Rob Kizmarski. And Rob, you've been grinding out some pretty good basketball. You actually led Bell Vernon early on a week ago. Leopards rallied back in the second half to get a win. But you came through with a pretty big road win yourself, though, on Tuesday at South Park, a venue that's been pretty tough to play at over the years.
Yes, it is good. It was a great learning experience against a very good Bell Vernon team that was 10-0 at the game. They have seniors. They have Whitlock. They have Martin. They have some other pieces too. So we played well with them early. Then they got the better of us in the second, third, and fourth quarter. But then our kids played really probably our best all-around game at South Park. Not easy to get on a bus and go play on a road game, and we had a mercy rule in effect in that game, and the kids played well, and we really shot the ball well. And things always look better when you're hitting some threes and playing. But it was a good team effort, and now we play a team that's 4-0 in the section. We're 3-1. We want to be one of the top teams out of our section. So this is a game that we want to win and fight for the second place in our section.
Talk about the development of your team over the last month or so, especially the progress of your two freshmen, Calvin Winfrey and Notorious Grooms. You'll get Notorious. I think maybe him along with Zion Moore might be the two top freshmen I've seen around the WPIAL this year.
Yes, really. It's doing everything we asked. He's averaging over 20 points. I believe it's over 20 still. He's doing a great job. And against South Park, he really played a complete game. He just didn't score and make his shots. He got to the hoop. He got to the foul line with 7 for 7 at the foul line. He played really well for us, and that was by far Calvin's best game of the year. Not just scoring 13 points and hitting threes early, but distributing the basketball and handling the ball too.
How big is it keeping Bakari Wallace in the lineup as well? I know he missed a couple of games earlier in the season, and I think your team is certainly a different team when he's on the floor.
Oh, yes. I mean, he's averaging 17 points and 10 rebounds a game. And whenever he's not in foul trouble, too, whenever he's not in foul trouble, he's on the floor. Like I said last night, I'm really amazed watching him offensive rebound for his size. It's unbelievable to watch. And he plays so hard, and is a big part of our team. And to have him going, we're really a better team when he's on the floor.
I think there was a game before Christmas. He ended up with 10 rebounds, and 9 of the 10 were offensive rebounds.
Yes, he goes after it, and he does, and he did that. And we played the team for Virginia and Southern Garrett. He really attacked the boards up there.
You look at the matchup tonight with Elizabeth Forward, certainly a solid program. They're 9-3 overall, 4-0 in conference play. They'll play Bell Vernon coming up on Tuesday, and they've really improved a lot over the last couple of years under Matt Loftus.
Yes, they do, and like I said, we've had some really good battles over the last couple of years. The coach is doing a great job. They have some really good players. If you look at their football team, the success they've had, it's something that they've brought it over to the basketball program. They have 4 kids that can really handle the ball, actually 5. They're number 15. He's their center forward, strong kid, but he handles the ball and he's a great passer. They have 4 guards that any time they'll shoot the ball. They drive, they dribble drive. They run some really good out-of-bounds plays, but we feel we're prepared. We feel we've had this team scouted as good as we've had anybody, and we're looking forward to our kids to play. And our kids are every game we play, we're going to get better.
And you really don't know how things are going to shake out next week. If you get a win over Elizabeth Forward and they down Bell Vernon, you might have a 3-way tie for first place in the conference.
Well, I told the kids yesterday, if you look at it this way, there's nothing to say. 2 years ago, we beat Bell Vernon by 30 points at home, and we went to Bell Vernon and only won by 2. Basketball is a crazy thing, especially with this year. You don't know who's going to be out, who's quarantined. Unfortunately, injuries happen and different things like that. But again, all we can control is playing against Elizabeth Forward, and we do want to be one of the top teams in our section.
We talked earlier in the season that your team might be a year or 2 away from taking that next step, but I think you've shown already this season that you're already there, and you might be a team that's maybe a little bit under the radar right now, the WPIAL, that might be able to sneak up and do some damage in the playoffs.
And that's what we talked about, and we talked to the kids. These kind of games are important. There's a difference between being a second-place team in your section and a fourth-place team. It creates an easier game, better seating for you, and every game's important. And I said, we have 2 seniors that's played a lot. We have 4 wonderful seniors on the team. We said, too, they're not going to want to worry about rebuilding. We do have a bright future, but our kids are proving. Even some of our losses, and we've only had our regular starting 5, I think, 3 games. So things are going to happen, but we want to compete now, and that's our expectations. And hopefully we can be 4-1, and after Tuesday be 5-1, and that puts us in a good thing going into the second half of the section.
Well, it should be a lot of fun tonight. Uniontown and Elizabeth Forward. Rob, appreciate your time as always. We'll see you out there.
All right, Brian. Thanks so much.
That's Uniontown head coach Rob Kazmarski. The Red Raiders hosting Elizabeth Forward in a Section 3 4A matchup, and we'll talk to Elizabeth Forward head coach Matt Loftus when the Sprouse Insurance Group pregame show continues right after this here on WMBS, the Triple I High School Sports Network, and Facebook Live.
This is Dr. Fraser Stokes of SWGI Specialists, extending best wishes to our Fayette County teams. Our providers and staff all live locally and are committed to fulfilling the digestive health needs of our community. We encourage everyone at age 50 to get a screening colonoscopy because preventing cancer is the best way to fight cancer. Call 724-437-7677 or visit us at swgispecialists.com.
Chris Parker Jr., it's a new year, so what's new for 2022 at Autoland Hyundai?
2022 will bring a tax refund for many people. So if you're expecting a tax refund, stop in at Autoland and ask us about our deferred down payment program.
That makes buying a new Hyundai easier. Any other special offers?
The entire Hyundai lineup has great offers, such as the 2022 Venue hatchback with 0.9% APR up to 60 months. Or get $750 off with HMF bonus cash. And when the snow arrives, don't get stuck without all-wheel drive. Be prepared. Stop in at Autoland and check out our all-wheel drive Hyundai Konas, Tucsons, and Santa Fe's.
And, of course, every new Hyundai comes with America's Best warranty, 10-year, 100,000-mile powertrain protection, and 3-year complimentary maintenance. Autoland Hyundai, downtown Uniontown. See them online at AutolandHyundai.com. Our phone 724-437-9999. That's 724-437-9999 for Autoland Hyundai.
Remember, you always pay less to drive the best at Autoland Hyundai.
Bad hair day? Bad day at the office? Bad day behind the wheel? Hey, stuff happens, even to the best of us. At least your car insurance rate doesn't have to take a hit. Get Erie Rate Lock from Erie Insurance. Gives you a great rate that stays put until you change a car, driver, or your address. Plus, seriously good service. Now that's something to smile about.
Your Erie agent in Uniontown and Ross Traver Township is Sproul's Insurance Group, 724-437-9812, or go to SproulsInsurance.com.
Erie Rate Lock does not guarantee continued insurance coverage and is not available in all states.
Hello, everyone. This is John Marietta. With God, all things are possible. Who would have ever thought we would have come this far? I want to thank each and every one who has helped me get this far. We couldn't have done this without you all. Change is what you ask for, and that's what you're going to get. This was about you, not me. I'm just a regular guy trying to do the right thing. I am John Marietta. I am the hillbilly. With your help, you have made me the next recorder of deeds for the people of Fayette County. God bless each and every one of you, and God bless America.
Looking for a dentist? Dr. Michael George and Dr. Ashley Parker of George Dental Associates, a Uniontown staple, has over 40 years' experience treating patients of all ages. Their caring, professional team of dentists and their staff offer a full range of dental services, including restorative, preventative, pediatric, cosmetic, and so much more. Visit GeorgeDentalAssociates.com today. That's GeorgeDentalAssociates.com, and find out how they can enhance your smile through the art of dentistry. Uniontown Detailing offers an all-inclusive auto care experience. Services include full auto detailing, professional ceramic coatings, window tinting, undercoating, paintless dent repair, and more. They are conveniently located at 1310 Pittsburgh Road in Uniontown. But look for Uniontown Detailing in February at a new location on 255 South Mount Vernon Avenue in Uniontown. Best of luck this season to all local teams from Uniontown Detailing. UPMC Centers for Rehab Services on Wayland Smith Drive offers cutting-edge physical therapy. Jim Burns and his staff are residents of the community, treating sports injuries, neurological conditions, back pain, sprains and strains, joint replacements, hand injuries, and other conditions. They treat you efficiently and safely by taking all necessary precautions while disinfecting the clinic regularly. All insurance accepted. Experienced therapists. Convenient location and hours. Part of the community. Call the office with a prescription from your doctor or schedule by direct access 724-437-7500.
Brian Morozak back now on the Sprouse Insurance Group pregame show with Elizabeth Forward head coach Matt Loftus. And Matt, you really have to be happy with the way your team's playing basketball right now. 9-3 overall, 4-0 in conference play. You've won 4 straight.
Yeah, I'm very pleased. We're doing it collectively as a group. It seems like somebody else is stepping up every night. Charlie Milad's had a couple big games for us, as well as Makai Daniels and Isaiah Turner. And then we've had some other guys step up, freshman Charlie Niggett. Luke Alvarez had a big game against York the other night. And then Kyle Flournoy, he's kind of stepped up and come back this year as a senior and filled a very important role for us off the bench. And then Ethan Bowser's just been solid for us every night. So we really have 7 guys that are all contributing in different ways. And it's taking everybody. We never know who's going to be the guy that night, but we're just kind of, riding that wave and seeing who's hot and trying to get them the basketball.
And it's more than just winning conference games. You've actually won some non-conference games against higher classification opponents this year, including Thomas Jefferson, Ringgold, West Mifflin, and last time out, knocked off Plum.
Yeah, I mean, this group's definitely different than the past 3 years. I mean, Vernon Settles transfers, Zach Boyd breaks his foot our first scrimmage. So we really didn't know what to expect, and I think, kind of a lot of people probably wrote us off a little bit thinking, our top 2 scorers from last year aren't going to be there. Even though we had some guys returning, we're still pretty young as far as, we have, a freshman, sophomore, juniors playing a lot of minutes. But, yeah, definitely those higher classifications, you don't really know what to expect going into them. We haven't had much success in those games my first 3 years. So it's definitely nice to win those. Makes the record look a lot better.
But overall, it's like I said, it just continues to be a collective effort. We're just fighting every night, working, leading with our defense and trying to get some easy buckets.
A couple of big games coming up. You have a showdown game with Bell Vernon next week, but first you have to get by Uniontown coming up tonight. And you look at the Red Raiders, their only conference loss came against Bell Vernon a week ago Friday, and it seems like anytime Elizabeth Ford and Uniontown get together, it's usually a pretty close game going right down the wire.
Yeah, they're always tough, especially in their home gym. He does a great job over there, Kez, and we got him twice last year, so I know that they're going to be, up a little more for this game. It's obviously very important towards the section with, Bell Vernon kind of leading the way. I think us and Uniontown are kind of fighting for those next two spots. So it's going to be a very important game. We're expecting a really good environment. They always pack the house over there at Uniontown. And, I'm really impressed with some of their players, as far as, the Grooms kid coming in as a freshman. They have a couple guys returning from last year. Bakari, we really like him. He's a lot high-energy guy. And then just some good shooters around them, some good pieces. I think they're a much better shooting team than they've been in previous years. So we're definitely aware of that, and I think it's going to be another one of those really tight EF Uniontown battles that we've had in the past.
I think Grooms, along with maybe Zion Moore from Ringgold, might be two of the best freshmen, I think, in the WPIAL right now.
Yeah, absolutely. We saw Zion Moore in the tip-off tournament. He's fantastic. Obviously, I've only seen Grooms on film, but, everything that I'm watching and everything that I'm hearing from other coaches, says the same thing, that he's a very talented freshman, and I think he provides them some scoring that they didn't have last year. We're expecting a very tough battle. We have to be prepared for a lot of different moving parts over there. We know they're going to try to bring the pressure and create turnovers and cause some chaos. So, we need to be prepared for that. Stay composed, limit our turnovers, and try to get shots every time down the floor. I think that's going to be very important.
Coach, appreciate your time as always. We'll see you out there tonight. Should be a lot of fun.
Thank you. Have a good one.
That's Elizabeth Forward head coach Matt Loftus. The Warriors taking on the Uniontown Red Raiders. Section 3 4A high school basketball action tonight. That wraps up the Sprouse Insurance Group pregame show. Stay tuned. The starting lineups and the opening tip-off on the way next.
Are you looking for a rewarding career? M&R Transit is now hiring van drivers. Van drivers must be 26 years of age, have a valid driver license, and a clean driving record. Van drivers must be able to obtain all clearances. For more information, call 724-439-3164. That's 724-439-3164, or apply in person at M&R Transit, 253 South Mount Vernon Avenue. M&R Transit wishes the Laurel Highlands Mustangs good luck.
When you need a vaccine, look to Peachin Pharmacy as a partner in your health. Peachin Pharmacy has all of the COVID-19 vaccines, including boosters, at no cost to you. They also have the shingles and pneumonia vaccine. Schedule online, by phone, or just walk in. When you are ready, get your vaccine at Peachin Pharmacy, located in downtown Connellsville.
Peachin Pharmacy, your local pharmacy.
Come see what everyone's crowing about. It's Rooster's Roost next to the Uniontown Shopping Center on Francis Street in the Old Eddie's Tavern location. Craving pizza, wings, fried chicken, hoagies, or your favorite salad or sides? It's all at Rooster's Roost. Eat in, take out, or have it delivered. Call 724-320-2244 or order online at roostersroost.com. Use the coupon radio and get $3 off your online order. Gift certificates also available. Stop in Rooster's Roost today.
You know the importance of planning for retirement, and you plan to enjoy a long and healthy life after you retire. But it's also important to plan for the possibility of needing care on a long-term basis. As life expectancies grow in the U.S., the potential need for long-term care grows as well. A Northwestern long-term care insurance company policy can help pay for the care you may need.
To learn more, call John R. Ritchie today, 724-550-4414. That's 724-550-4414 for John R. Ritchie.
For attorney Melinda Delarose, helping people with compassionate counseling, candid legal advice, strong advocacy, and professional commitment is what she does best. With an office at 99 East Main Street in downtown Uniontown, attorney Delarose specializes in family law, municipal law, and general civil litigation, as well as personal injury, estate planning, probate, and more. For more information, call attorney Melinda Delarose, 724-437-3200, 724-437-3200, or online at delaroselaw.com.
Going on now at C. Harford Chevy East. Our customers can drive away in a new 2022 Chevy Silverado for only $279 a month. Security deposit waived. Stop in for a test drive or visit CHarborChevyEast.com. Chevrolet, find new roads. Lease excludes GMF for well-qualified individuals, 24 months at 10,000 miles per year. With 4,500 cash trade equity with lease loyalty or lease conquest. Payment is plus tax, title fees, and first payment. Security deposit waived. Sale ends January 31st, 2022. While supplies last. Residency restrictions apply. Call dealer for all other details at 724-668-2231.
Where can you go these days and have your gas pumped for you, oil checked, and windshield cleaned? Joby's Golf. That's where. Joby's Golf is conveniently located at the corner of Fayette and Beeson Boulevard. Joby's Golf is a fast, friendly, full-service gas station serving the Uniontown area in the same location for over 47 years. Joby's Golf offers lockout services, general repairs, tire repair, fenced-in storage lots, state inspection, golf products, and AAA 24-hour car and light truck towing service. Call 724-438-0681.
Brian Morozak and Gary Frankhauser back here at Uniontown High School. Gary, nice to have the pep band back again. Feels like a high school basketball game. Of course, last year didn't have many fans in attendance, didn't have the band out. And over the last couple of games, we did Laura Highlands, Albert Gallatin on Tuesday. Good crowd over there. Nice crowd already here. You got a little atmosphere here with the band, and it's just great to see things slowly getting back to normal.
You got to love it. And high school basketball at its best, and nothing better than a pep band at a high school basketball game.
For sure, and you have our starting lineups to bring brought to you by Southwestern Gastrointestinal Specialists in Uniontown. Problems with the digestive tract or no picnic? Get help today. Call us WGI in Uniontown at 724-437-7677.
For the visiting Elizabeth Forward Warriors under Coach Matt Loftus, coming in 9-3 overall, 4-0 in section play. Starting at one of the guards, number 3, Makai Daniels, a 5'10" junior guard. At number 4, Isaiah Turner, 5'11", sophomore guard. Number 5, Luke Alvarez, a 5'10" senior guard. Number 12, Ethan Bowser, a 5'10" senior guard. And number 15, Charles Melab, their leading scorer. He's a 6'3" sophomore forward. For the Uniontown Red Raiders under Coach Rob Kesmarski, coming in 5-4 overall, 3-1 in section. Starting at one of the forwards, 00, Christian Perkins, 6'2" senior forward. Number 3, the freshman, Calvin Winfrey, a 5'10" guard. Number 5, Bakari Wallace, a 6' junior guard. Number 10, the other freshman, Notorious Grooms, 5'10", playing guard. And rounding out that starting lineup, number 23, Tanner Uphold, a 5'11", junior guard.
We're back with more right after this, getting you ready for Uniontown and Elizabeth Forward boys high school basketball action here on WMBS, the Triple Live High School Sports Network, and Facebook Live.
Attorneys from all over the state and nation advertise in southwestern Pennsylvania for personal injury and workers' comp cases. But most of them send their assistants to do the legwork. You might not even meet your attorney until your first hearing.
We're local attorneys, Davis & Davis. We meet directly with our clients, including free consultation. And there are no fees until you receive money on your case. If you've been injured, call Davis & Davis, representing you and your neighbors yesterday, today, and tomorrow.
Phone 724-437-2799.
Just as your local State Farm agent combines good neighbor service with surprisingly great rates, you can combine your home and auto. And guess what you'll get? That's right, good neighbor service with surprisingly great rates. In fact, State Farm agent Lauren Yeoman is your go-to agent in Uniontown for the service you deserve at the price you want. So try to combine home and auto today. State Farm agent Lauren Yeoman will help you mix and match things perfectly. Call 724-592-6308 for your surprisingly great rates. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Good times and good food. It's all at Potter's Bar and Grill on Morgantown Street in Uniontown, family owned and operated. Potter's has been a staple in the Uniontown community since 1950. So get out of the house and make your next night out at Potter's Bar and Grill on Morgantown Street in Uniontown. Call them up at 724-438-9835. That's 724-438-9835. Or visit Potter's on Facebook. We'll see you at Potter's.
Looking for the highest quality products at the lowest prices? Shop and save on Walnut Hill in Uniontown has the widest selection of brands and the freshest offerings around. They specialize in your family's grocery needs. Save big and sign up for the Shop and Save Perks card to get money-saving benefits and discounts on gas. Shop and Save. Walnut Hill Road, Uniontown, open 7 a.m. to 10 p.m. every day. Working hard to offer you the best at Shop and Save because it's the just right thing to do.
Lee's Plumbing and Excavating, helping area residents with residential and commercial plumbing, gas, electric, and water lines, along with paving, concrete, and excavation site work for over 30 years. Building a new home, Lee's does utility installation of water, gas, and sewage lines. Lee's does maintenance work on all existing homes, too. Call 724-245-2950. That's 724-245-2950 for your quote. Lee's wishes all the area basketball teams good luck this season from Lee's Plumbing and Excavating.
Simply Sweet, a party boutique. Located at 21 North Basin Avenue, is the sweetest little boutique in the area. Simply Sweet is filled with Valentine's Day party decor, paper goods, and gifts for your favorite Valentine, Galentine, or sweet little time. Surprise someone special this Valentine's Day or anytime with one balloon or a bunch from Simply Sweet's Balloon Bar. Simply call 724-317-4929. Simply Sweet Boutique also specializes in balloon decor, event rentals, and event planning.
December, that wonderful time of the year, the season for celebrating the holidays and cheering on the Red Raiders basketball team and Coach K. Perkins Painting and Contracting is a proud sponsor of Uniontown High School basketball. Perkins Painting and Contracting, your solution for all of your painting and contracting needs. Call 724-322-1285. Best wishes for a Merry Christmas and Happy New Year from Perkins Painting and Contracting.
Casey's Sports Cafe, owned by the Vernon family, is located on South Mount Vernon Avenue in Uniontown. Casey's has reopened for dine-in services with new hours, Monday through Friday from 7 a.m. to 7 p.m., Saturday and Sunday 7 a.m. to 2 p.m. Meals are home cooked and range from a variety of steaks, chicken and veal parmesan, liver and onions, along with appetizers, salads, wings, and sandwiches. Casey's offers free delivery in the Uniontown area with purchases of $10 or more. Phone 724-550-4126 for Casey's Sports Cafe.
Brian Morozak and Tony Hinola back here at Uniontown High School, about 4.5 minutes away from the opening tip-off tonight. If you're tuning in for the West Mifflin at Laurel Highlands game, that has been postponed until January the 24th. Laurel Highlands shut down school activities over the weekends. That game will get made up a week from Monday, and we'll have it for you here on WMBS. But it is a busy night of local basketball around the area. Other Section 3 4A matchups tonight. Mount Pleasant at Southmoreland and South Park at Bell Vernon. Up in Section 1 and 5A, Connellsville at Albert Gallatin. Ringgold at Thomas Jefferson tonight. A couple of 6A games. Fox Chapel at Norway, Greensburg-Salem at Pittsburgh Central Catholic at Penn Trafford at Hempfield. Down in 3A, Brentwood at Beth Center. Brownsville hosting Charleroi and Waynesburg at McGuffey. 2A games, California, Jefferson Morgan, Fraser at Bentworth in single A action. Bishop Canavan at Avella. Mapletown hosting Propel Montour and West Green at Geibel tonight. South Allegheny battling Washington in a non-conference game. But certainly plenty on the line here, Gary, with Elizabeth Forward sitting at 4-0 in the conference and Uniontown sitting at 3-1.
Yeah, it's just about 3 minutes away from the tip here, and the gym is really filling up here. We should have a nice crowd here at Uniontown Red Raider High School, Abe Eberhardt Gymnasium. You mentioned Tony. He's across the way. I'm over here. I'm gonna try to hold the fort down with you here for the activity and the play-by-play, and we try to fill the seats of Steve Suprick, which is really a hard job to do. Yeah.
You might have a little more room, though, than Steve's used to back
here. You might.
And you mentioned our colleague, Tony Hinola. Is that Tony sitting behind the Elizabeth Forward bench with his son?
I think that's him, yeah.
Of course.
He's got a little bit of an allegiance over there.
Yes, his son, Anthony, also went to college at St. Vincent's with Matt Loftus, Elizabeth Forward's head coach. So Tony taking in the action, and he's waving to the camera right now, too. But Tony will have fun with his son tonight behind the EF bench, and I'm sure he has allegiances going both ways this evening.
Absolutely. He's a Uniontown man fully, and he'll probably be very quiet.
I would think so. Plenty of basketball coming your way here on WMBS over the next couple of weeks. Next week, 3 games on the docket. Tuesday, Laurel Highlands at Connellsville. Wednesday, Bell Vernon at Laurel Highlands. And that should be a great showdown game, Gary.
A lot of people looking forward to that one, and it's going to be a very hard ticket to get. I've talked to Mark John last week about that game, and he's getting calls from all over the place for tickets for that contest, which is on the 19th up at Laurel Highlands.
Correct. Next Friday, we're also back at Laurel Highlands for Norwin at Laurel Highlands. Then a busy week, the week of the 24th. Starts off with that makeup game, West Mifflin at Laurel Highlands on Monday. Then we're back here at Uniontown for 3 straight. Tuesday, the Red Raiders host the Scotties. Wednesday, it's the Laurel Highlands Uniontown game, which they actually started selling tickets for before the game today. And then another battle between 2 Fayette County teams here that Thursday, Brownsville at Uniontown. Friday, we're doing Laurel Highlands at Thomas Jefferson. And then the next day, on Saturday the 29th, Uniontown playing in the Pittsburgh Basketball Classic at 6 o'clock at Montour. So that's right, 6 games in 6 days the week of the 24th. That'll keep us busy, Gary.
Full boat of high school basketball, and I know you love it.
Oh, we do. Certainly enjoy this time of year. And again tonight, Uniontown hosting Elizabeth Forward. Plenty on the line in this Section 3 4A matchup. And we're back with the opening tip-off right after this. The Red Raiders hosting the Warriors here on WMBS, the Triple Live High School Sports Network, and Facebook Live.
I'm attorney Bill Martin, partner at Radcliffe Law. When you're in an accident, it can be frightening. You have to deal with insurance companies, medical bills, doctors, and employers, all while trying to recover from your injuries. We want you to concentrate on getting well and allow us to handle the rest. We have 40 years of experience at handling all sorts of personal injury cases here at Radcliffe Law. Call our office today at 724-439-3939 to set up your free consultation. We have Saturday appointments available. Radcliffe Law, making the law.
Just as your local State Farm agent combines good neighbor service with surprisingly great rates, you can combine your home and auto. And guess what you'll get? That's right, good neighbor service with surprisingly great rates. In fact, State Farm agent Lauren Yeoman is your go-to agent in Uniontown for the service you deserve at the price you want. So try to combine home and auto today. State Farm agent Lauren Yeoman will help you mix and match things perfectly. Call 724-592-6308 for your surprisingly great rates. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Did you know that you have a choice for your physical therapy provider? NovaCare Rehabilitation offers same-day appointments, and oftentimes you don't need a prescription from your doctor to see us. We will make sure that you are treated as an individual and will work directly one-on-one with you to help achieve your goals. You have tried the rest. Now try the best. NovaCare, Delaware Avenue in Uniontown. Phone 724-437-0556 to schedule your appointment today.
Are you looking to list or sell your house? Now is the time to let the professionals at Caldwell Banker Laurel Ridge Realty help you with all of your real estate needs. Caldwell Banker Laurel Ridge Realty has 2 convenient locations to better serve you. In Uniontown area, 724-437-7100, or in Connellsville area, 724-628-7200, and speak with one of our real estate professionals. Visit our website, caldwellbanker.com. We have been proudly serving Western Pennsylvania area for over 30 years and look forward to helping you with all of your real estate needs. Broker Paul Bortz.
Going on now at C. Harper Chevy. Our customers can drive away in a new 2022 Chevy Silverado for only $279 a month. Security deposit waived. Stop in for a test drive or visit CHarperChevy.com. Chevrolet, find new roads. Lease is through GMF for well-qualified individuals, 24 months at 10,000 miles per year. With 4,500 cash trade equity with lease loyalty or lease conquest. Payment is for tax, title fees, and for payment. Security deposit waived. Sale ends January 31st, 2022. While supplies last. Residency restrictions apply. Call dealer for all of the details at 724-929-8000.
Uniontown Detailing offers an all-inclusive auto care experience. Services include full auto detailing, professional ceramic coating, window tinting, undercoating, paintless dent repair, and more. They are conveniently located at 1310 Pittsburgh Road in Uniontown. But look for Uniontown Detailing in February at a new location on 255 South Mount Vernon Avenue in Uniontown. Best of luck this season to all local teams from Uniontown Detailing.
Dinner's great. It's one of your top 3 favorite meals. You just don't want to have to make it. Well, with Jimmy John's, you don't have to. Whether you live in a sandwich delivery zone or head into the store, you can always get a freaky fresh sandwich. Click to order at jimmyjohns.com.
Freaky fast, freaky good. Order online at jimmyjohns.com or call 724-437-6800 for delivery or curb.
Brian Rozak and Tony Hanola back here at Uniontown High School, just about set to go. The Uniontown Red Raiders hosting the Elizabeth Forward Warriors. Got our live video stream brought to you by Jimmy John's, Walnut Hill Plaza in Uniontown. And Ford of Uniontown, Brian Morozak along with Gary Frankhauser, Billy Dice behind the camera on Facebook Live, and Nick Barczyk back inside our WVU Medicine Uniontown Hospital studios. And what's impressive about this Elizabeth Forward team, Gary, they have 4 wins over 5A competition this year. Thomas Jefferson, Ringgold, West Mifflin, and Plum. So not only have they really ran the table so far in the conference, they've done very well in non-conference games as well this season.
And that's good strategy by Coach Matt Loftus and their athletic director to schedule up for those non-conference games, because it provides very important competition for them to translate into their conference games and later on into potential playoff action.
Again, starters for tonight on the EF side: Daniels, Turner, Alvarez, Bowser, and Melab, Perkins, Winfrey III, Wallace, Grooms, and Uphold. On the Uniontown side, Geibelgrad, Alex Piezinski, our head referee tonight. He's assisted by Bernie George and Bob Fisher this evening.
It's a very veteran crew. I worked with all of those gentlemen, and it should be a very well refereed game here this evening.
How many years have you been out of it, Gary?
I've been out over 3, almost 4 years, but I missed the action refereeing, but I don't miss. I also enjoy doing these games with you all.
Yeah, I would think so. Certainly, we try to keep you busy here on both the radio and the TV side as well. Red Raiders in the home whites, maroon numbers. Their bench across the court off to our right. Elizabeth Ford in their away blacks, white numbers, and red trim. Their bench across the court off to our left, and we're just about set to go. Uniontown and Elizabeth Forward here tonight. The Red Raiders coming off a road win this past Tuesday on the road at South Park, and that had been a difficult venue for the Red Raiders to play at over the years, so it was good they were able to have success this past Tuesday. They jumped on the Eagles pretty early on and cruised in the second half for a win last Tuesday night. Tanner Uphold in the center circle here for the Uniontown Red Raiders. He'll jump against Charles Melab. For Elizabeth Forward, Alex Piezinski in that center circle, ball in the air, and we're underway as the Red Raiders tap it back to Notorious Grooms, and Tori sends it off to Calvin Winfrey III. High arcing 3 off the front of the rim, no good. Rebound brought down there by Ethan Bowser. And Bowser brings it across. We'll send on the far corner there to Luke Alvarez. Alvarez comes baseline, floats it back out here on the near side. Touch from Akai Daniels. Back between the circles again. Isaiah Turner working left of the lane. Switches back there again with Alvarez on the wing. Bounce pass on the inside. Melab draws a double team. Pulls it back out again to Turner, who floats one up off the mark there. Battle for the rebound. Melab finds it there for Elizabeth Ford. Goes back to work on the inside there on Perkins. Little floater with the left hand. No good, and Perkins the rebound there for Uniontown. Breaking back across here to Grooms, who comes inside, floats one up, a miss. Bakari Wallace, no surprise there. Offensive rebound, scores on the putback for the opening 2 points of the game.
And the pressure defense now being provided by Uniontown man-to-man, and they go to a zone press after the made hoop.
Get back in that traditional 2-2-1 that they've used over the years. Broken across, though, from Alvarez. Handing off to Melab, working down on the blocks. Floats one up, wouldn't drop. Offensive rebound there. Daniels lost the handle out of bounds of Uniontown's basketball. We mentioned Wallace on that last offensive rebound for Uniontown, Gary. A couple weeks back, there was a game he had 10 rebounds. 9 of the 10 were offensive rebounds.
Well, he goes to that offensive board, no doubt about it, and he gets a lot of junk hoops that way.
Here's Calvin Winfrey bringing it across on the near wing now to Notorious. Fake the pass over to Uphold. Sends it back between the circles. Winfrey far side now. Wallace resetting, coming inside. Got blocked. There was that Melab on the block. Able to send it out and across there to Ethan Bowser. Bowser on the far wing to Daniels. Tried a little ball fake, and he's called for the walk in front of the Red Raiders bench.
Melab, a couple point-blank shots early for Elizabeth Forward underneath, unable to get the lid off for Elizabeth Forward.
Uniontown an early 2-0 lead. We're just 90 seconds in. We appreciate you joining us for high school basketball on this Friday night. And there's Grooms coming baseline here on the near side, drawing the foul. Shot attempt no good, but Notorious will have 2 free throws upcoming here for Uniontown.
Foul there, I believe, was on Isaiah Turner. Let's see, no, it was number 5, Luke Alvarez.
And Uniontown has improved the free throw numbers as a team for the early portion of this season. Of course, as I say that, Grooms misses the first of 2. The Red Raiders as a team are well under 50%, now have it up to 57%. 107 of 180 coming into this game, but Grooms.
You put the eyes right on.
I did. He missed both free throws there, still 2-0 Red Raiders. And the Warriors struggling there to bring it across. Wallace on the intercept. Forward to Grooms. They'll get an easy 2 there. Bakari getting the assist. Grooms the finish, and a 4-0 lead for Uniontown here out of the gates. They get back into their press after that make. Bowser will bring it across. It'll bounce pass off to his right there to Turner, and they'll send it around the arc on the far side now to Luke Alvarez.
Knocked out of bounds there. Good hands by number 3, Calvin Winfrey. Pressure defense by Uniontown. Very effective so far.
And Winfrey's picked up his game as well over the last couple of weeks, like Grooms, only a freshman. And again, this Uniontown team, they're going to be good here, Gary, over the next couple of seasons for sure. Milab going for the save. Heads up play there. Threw it off of Uphold and out. Warriors keep possession here in the Red Raiders zone, but EF still a donut up on the scoreboard. We've played just over 2 minutes. They'll send in here to Milab again, resetting up top. Watch there by Perkins. Now switches back here with Makai Daniels. He'll send it off on the far side again to Luke Alvarez. Alvarez left of the lane. And a whistle down low. And a foul call there on the Red Raiders. Winfrey, it looks like.
That's what the call was, on reach in on the drive and out of bounds underneath to Elizabeth Forward.
Warriors again send it into Milab, left of the lane, a little ball fake, and now switches back behind him there to Luke Alvarez. Just taken away there by Winfrey. Outlet pass forward to Grooms, who comes inside. Scoop shot, couldn't get it to go. Battle for the rebound. Milab finds it. He'll send it back across to Luke Alvarez on the far wing. Back to Milab on the give and go. Now pull it back into the corner there to Ethan Bowser. Surprised it didn't go strong there, Gary.
Yeah, Milab had the point-blank opportunity, just kind of lost his footing, though, and kicked it back out. Elizabeth Forward still with the possession.
Now Milab taking the jumper from the far elbow and connecting. Charles Milab, who came in averaging 15 points and 6 rebounds a game, only a sophomore, has the Warriors back to within 2 at 4-2 here at the 4:51 mark of the first. And Grooms, quick three, far side, good. Tori Grooms, 5 here early on. That's his 25th made 3 of the season. Uniontown on top 7-2.
He won't be shy from that range.
Right on that. That's floated back across there to Daniels. Now a little switch back there to Isaiah Turner. Turner coming inside. Couldn't finish. Milab offensive rebound. And on the second go up there after the initial fake, Milab getting it to go. So he has all 4 of the points for the Warriors. They're back to within 3 of Uniontown at 7-4 as we approach the midway point already here this opening quarter. Coming on the inside there, power move, Calvin Winfrey getting it to go, his first 2 of the game.
To the hoop and off glass. Good penetration there by Winfrey.
And the lead at 9-4. 4:02 left here in the opening quarter, and they forced it. Well, they almost had the turnover there. Wallace poked it free, went into the hands of Bowser, and now Coach Loft is going to take a timeout, so take one as well. 3:58 left here in the first. 9-4 lead for the Red Raiders. We're back in 60 here on the C.R. Parada Group High School Sports Night.
Come see what everyone's crowing about. It's Rooster's Roost next to the Uniontown Shopping Center on Francis Street in the Old Eddie's Tavern location. Craving pizza, wings, fried chicken, hoagies, or your favorite salad or sides? It's all at Rooster's Roost. Eat in, take out, or have it delivered. Call 724-320-2244 or order online at roostersroost.com. Use the coupon radio and get $3 off your online order. Gift certificates also available. Stop in Rooster's Roost today.
Bad hair day? Bad day at the office? Bad day behind the wheel? Hey, stuff happens, even to the best of us. At least your car insurance rate doesn't have to take a hit. Get Erie Rate Lock from Erie Insurance. Gives you a great rate that stays put until you change a car, driver, or your address. Plus, seriously good service. Now that's something to smile about.
Your Erie agent in Uniontown and Ross Traver Township is Sprowell's Insurance Group. 724-437-9812 or go to sprowellsinsurance.com.
Erie Rate Lock does not guarantee continued insurance coverage and is not available in all states.
Red Raiders force a turnover there after the timeout. Uphold, high arcing 3 in the corner, a bit too strong. Milab, another rebound there for Elizabeth Ford. He's been all over the glass here early on, Gary.
Absolutely. He's a force under there, very strong. I'm sure he was active on the football team.
Charles Niggett checked into the game after that last timeout for Elizabeth Forward. He'll switch back here with Makai Daniels. Daniels had his pocket picked again. Here's Grooms coming back for the Red Raiders. Taking it inside, and they're going to call a travel there on Grooms. Good defense from Isaiah Turner.
I think also checking in for Uniontown, number 23, Kadrian McLee.
Kadrian only a sophomore, and of course familiar name McLee. And he's been a baller so far this year, averaging 6 points, just over 6 rebounds a game. Also a couple blocks a game as well. Coach Kesmarski's squad. There's Niggett on the switchback there with Bowser. He kicked in the corner, and a foul's going to be called there on McLee on the 3-ball attempt from Makai Daniels.
Looked like he had a clean block up top, but he followed through on the block and just kind of ran into the shooter. So that's going to be 3 shots for number 3, Makai Daniels.
Daniels, 5'10 junior guard, came in averaging 9.4 points and 7.6 assists per game. First of 3 free throws here, up on the way and good for Daniels. The Uniontown lead now at 9-5. And Billy's son Manny checking in on our Facebook page, cheering on the Red Raiders from home tonight. So hello to Manny, watching our feed this evening. Second of 2 free throws. Good for Makai Daniels. Also, former Penn State Fayette men's coach Kenny Johnson in the house tonight, actually sitting near Tony behind the Elizabeth Forward bench.
Bringing in the action.
Yes. So Daniels hit the first 2, make it the first 3. So Daniels goes 3 for 3 there at the foul line, and Elizabeth Ford cuts into Uniontown's lead, now down to 9-7 with 2:55 left here in the first. And Grooms has it up top. Bounce pass on the inside. Resetting there, McAlee. Back to Grooms, high on the right. Now touch from Wallace. He'll come baseline far side. Tough shot. Couldn't get it to go. Rebound tipped around. Comes loose here on the near side and tracked down by Niggett as Wallace hit the deck. Pass forward. Cutting down the court and scoring there. Isaiah Turner, his first 2 of the game. We're tied at 9.
A lot of battling on the boards, both ends, and controlled there by Melab.
We expected that coming in. Pretty spin and the finish. Bakari Wallace, that's what he does, Gary. Wallace with 4, an 11-9 lead for the Red Raiders. 2:15 left here in the first. And back across, Niggett driving. Scoop shot wouldn't go. Melab, though, the cleanup. So Charles Melab, 6 already. We're tied at 11. Pace of this game picking up now, Gary.
Both teams man-to-man defense, and you're right, we're going end-to-end.
Here's Grooms sending it out, uphold, high arcing 3, too strong. Rebound here on the near side. Bakari tracks it down, comes back inside. Couldn't finish, tip in McAlee, falls off the back iron and in. Kadrian McAlee, his first 2 off the bench. Red Raiders now up 13-11, 1:40 left here in the first.
3 opportunities at the hoop that time for the Red Raiders, paid dividends.
Bowser back to Niggett, baseline to Melab, had it poked out of bounds. They're going to rule off of Melab and out. So the Red Raiders get it back, leading by 2, 13-11, 1:34 left here in the first.
Just lost the handle.
Yes, he did. Here's Winfrey out of the Red Raiders zone, no pressure out of the Warriors defensively.
They fall back into a 3-2 zone.
Yes, they do. Here's Bakari now a touch. Back up top, Winfrey. 3 on the way, off the mark. Rebound, Isaiah Turner on the backside there for Elizabeth Forward. And Turner back across. Picked up there by Grooms. Turner left of the lane. Switches back in the corner there from Bowser. Bowser up top with Grooms coming out. Back to Melab at the foul line and called for the travel.
It's kind of a jump stop there that didn't include both feet.
Correct.
So that's a travel.
Quick whistle here. Substitution, it looks like. Melab's going to check out.
Well, he must have some blood, I think. That's what it is. He'll have to come out automatically. He has some blood on his hand.
That's Cal Flournoy that'll check in. 2 Flournoys on the team. Cal number 2 and Justin number 25. Both see some time, and there's a high arcing 3 in for Notorious Grooms. So Grooms has made 2 threes, has 8 points here in the opening quarter, and the Red Raiders now up 5 at 16-11. 42 seconds left here in the opening quarter in traffic. Niggett pulling that one down. Kick it in the corner. Daniels for 3 off the mark. Same team there on the rebound. McLeod took it away from Uphold. Will send it off to Winfrey and across. Switches now with Grooms. Back to Wallace. Little hop step in the finish and one. Bakari Wallace. How'd he get that one to the basket, Gary?
That's the infamous floater from about 5 feet away. High arcing floater, gets the wrap on the arm, and he'll have the opportunity for the 3-point play.
This Uniontown team has been exciting to watch so far this season. They now lead by 7 at 18-11 here in the closing minute of the opening quarter, but the free throw from Wallace no good. And Niggett out of the pack with it, sending it forward there to Ethan Bowser. Bowser in front of the Red Raiders bench. Back to Niggett. He has a seam. Bounce pass down low. A little hesitation and drawing the foul there, Makai Daniels. Shot attempt no good, but Daniels will have 2 free throws here for the Warriors.
McLeod picks up his second foul, and that'll send Daniels to the line. Hit 3 in a row, his last opportunity And that foul down at the other end was on Daniels. It was his first.
And you've seen the Red Raiders a lot this season, Gary. Platoon both McLee and Perkins down on the blocks, as both have had some tendencies to get into foul trouble. And now you have McLee picking up 2 quick ones, and you'll have Perkins back into the game. The first of 2 free throws good there for Daniels. He's now 4 of 4 from the foul line for the Warriors. And Elizabeth Forward back to within 6.
Just 16 seconds remaining here in the first.
Second free throw, that one off the front of the rim and in. So Daniels getting a friendly roll there. He's 5 of 5 from the foul line. Warriors back to within 5 of Uniontown, 18-13. 10 seconds left here in this opening quarter. Here's Grooms up top. An offensive foul call there on the Red Raiders. That illegal screen on Perkins?
Yes, it was. Did not get established to have the screen up top for, was that Winfrey?
I think he's trying to set it up there, yes. Now EF with the last crack at it here in the quarter, down to 4 seconds. Niggett bringing it across, and Wallace with the steal. Needs to hurry. Wallace will take the 3. It would have counted if it fell, but it did not. But some great defense again from the Red Raiders to end the quarter, and after 1, it's Uniontown 18 and Elizabeth Forward 13. And we're back at 60 here on the C.R. Parada Group High School Sports Night.
Does your car sound like it's saying, "Trade me in, trade me in," every time you start it up? Well, go to Ford of Uniontown and trade it in. That's right, your Uniontown Ford dealer is ready to assist you with a new or pre-owned car, truck, or SUV purchase. Ford of Uniontown has all the deals, all the inventory, and they are ready to deal. It has never been a better time to buy a Ford. Service is their top priority. No matter where you purchase your Ford car or truck, Ford of Uniontown will be happy to service it for you. They offer Ford-trained technicians, Ford-certified parts and service, 1-year, 12,000-mile parts warranties, and new state-of-the-art service equipment. Call or stop in today to see the hometown service of Ford of Uniontown, Route 40 West across from Applebee's. So listen to your car the next time you hear it say, "Trade me in, trade me in." Ford of Uniontown, Route 40 at the top of the hill.
Uniontown an 18-13 lead over Elizabeth Forward as we get ready to start the second quarter. Red Raiders led so far by Notorious Grooms with 8. On the EF side, Charles Melab with 6.
And Melab back in the game, but he has some, looks like blood protection in his nose.
Wow. Probably took a shot up high in that opening quarter, and off the inbounds pass, Niggett has it, sends it out to Isaiah Turner on the far wing. Now back edge of the zone, watched there by Notorious Grooms. Near side to Ethan Bowser. Bowser looking for operating room, was trying to find Melab, and then pulls it back out to Makai Daniels. And now Melab another touch, trying to work here on Perkins. Uphold came over, the little ball was kicked as Uphold went for the steal.
Call that kick on Melab.
Yeah, you're right. So the Red Raiders will have the ball. Wow. And Winfrey will send it into Grooms, and then Calvin will get it back. So the Red Raiders a 5-point lead with the basketball, working right to left as we describe it. Opening minute of the second quarter. Wallace went down as Grooms works with the basketball. Notorious on the far side, lost the handle, saved though by Wallace. Back to Grooms. Near side, Winfrey has a little operating room, comes baseline, floats it up a little short. Melab another rebound there for Elizabeth Forward. Out and across to Bowser, kicked in the corner, high arcing 3, an air ball there from Turner. And the Red Raiders pick it back up, and here's Grooms racing back. Put it off the glass.
Wow.
Shot attempt, no good. Whistle here after the shot. Are we going to get a foul called down low?
Wow. Looked like a clear out by Elizabeth Forward. Could have been a call on the drive by Grooms. A lot of body contact on that layup. No call, but then after the play, looked like a little extracurricular activity. Foul called on number 4, Isaiah Turner, his first.
That's the third team foul on the Warriors. Red Raiders keep possession here in the Elizabeth Forward zone. Grooms down to Perkins. Quick finish, far block. Got it back again and lays it up and in. First 2 of the game for Christian Perkins. The Red Raiders lead at 7 at 20-13. 6:52 left before halftime. Back through midcourt there, Turner setting it off on the near block. Charge call there on Turner, setting down Wallace.
Good defense there by Bakari Wallace. He held his ground right at the block, and Turner just ran him over for his second foul in the last 30 seconds.
Now getting some foul issues on each side. Turner with 2, McLee with 2 on the Uniontown side. Red Raiders, though, with the basketball, leading by 7 at 20-13. 6:39 left before halftime. Winfrey on the switch here with Wallace. Wallace coming down the lane, got tripped up. And the Red Raiders somehow kept possession there with Perkins. I was screened out of it there for a minute, Gary.
As
but
was
the Red
I,
Raiders,
but
the Red Raiders are going to get 2 free throws out of it.
Milab went to the ground as he was run over as Bakari was driving through, but right place, right time for Christian Perkins.
And they posted the second personal foul on Makai Daniels. First of 2 free throws, no good there for Perk. Red Raiders 0 of 4, Gary, from the foul line?
That's, yes, that's correct.
Lead still at 7 at 20-13. Perk second of 2 on the way in good. And Christian Perkins 3 points here in the second quarter. Red Raiders now lead it 21-13. Again, a little backcourt pressure after that made free throw. Ethan Bowser with it right now. It seems like he's been playing basketball at Elizabeth Forward forever. Has it here high on the left. Finally a senior for the Warriors. Has gotten a lot of playing time in his career. Kicked in the corner. 3 on the way. Another air ball there from Luke Alvarez. Goes right to Wallace. Sent ahead. Grooms, who comes free and lays it up and in.
Notorious in double figures already with 10.
And another timeout from Matt Loftus. Will take one as well. 6:04 left before halftime. 23-13 Red Raiders. We're back in 60 from the CR Parada Group High School Sports Night.
The Catholic War Veterans, Post 1669 in Hopwood, are proud supporters of local high school sports. For more information on the programs that the Catholic War Veterans provide, log on to the Catholic War Veterans website at www.cwv.org. You can also visit the Catholic War Veterans Post 1669 on Facebook or phone 724-437-3088. That's 724-437-3088 for the Catholic War Veterans Post 1669 in
For
Hopwood.
attorney Melinda Della Rose, helping people with compassionate counseling, candid legal advice, strong advocacy, and professional commitment is what she does best. With an office at 99 East Main Street in downtown Uniontown, attorney Della Rose specializes in family law, municipal law, and general civil litigation, as well as personal injury, estate planning, probate, and more. For more information, call attorney Melinda Della Rose at 724-437-3200, 724-437-3200, or online at delaroselaw.com.
We come back, Gary, a couple of extracurriculars there after a jump ball battle. Still 23-13 Red Raiders.
Christian Perkins is going to battle with everybody in there, and he was on the floor rolling to get that tied up ball back to the Red Raiders.
Lead by 10. Wallace here on the near side, coming near baseline. Another tough shot. Couldn't get that one to go, and in traffic, Makai Daniels, the rebound there for Elizabeth Ford. Of course, Perkins has been a great football player for the Red Raiders. He doesn't mind going shoulder to shoulder with the guys down on the blocks.
Bakari Wallace picking up the foul out here on top. Just a block with his leg, and that's going to give the possession to Elizabeth Forward here right in front of us on the sideline.
With go ahead.
Just his first, team fifth.
With 5:26 left before halftime, the Red Raiders leading it 23-13. It's set into the backcourt there from Bowser to Niggett. Charles Niggett, he's only a freshman, Gary, averages 9.5 points a game. We talked a lot about the talented freshman the Red Raiders have, but Niggett, a pretty good young player as well on the Elizabeth Forward side.
Comes off the bench, provides some quality minutes. They have some pretty good ball handlers.
They do. Here's Milab with it right now, trying to post up from the far elbow. Try to hold turn and shooting Grooms, able to strip it away. Coming forward, Calvin Winfrey, the third with a finish with the left hand. Second field goal of the game for Winfrey. He has 4. The Uniontown lead up to 12 now at 25-13 against an Elizabeth Forward team that came in 9-3 overall and undefeated in the conference at 4-0. You have to like what you're seeing out of Uniontown so far tonight. There's Winfrey all over Niggett.
They're going to call a foul. I think that's on Winfrey going to be his second.
Got to like the hustle, though.
Absolutely. It looks like the Red Raiders are employing some help defense on Milab underneath. You look for a double team every time he gets the ball down low, and that has resulted in some steals and fast break points for the Red Raiders.
Now Cal Flournoy back in on the Elizabeth Forward side, taking the place of Luke Alvarez.
Looks like Tavion Richardson in for the Red Raiders.
And Tavion's given the Red Raiders some pretty good minutes this season as well. Uniontown a little cushion right now, leading by 12 at 25-13. 4:38 left before halftime. We'll switch up top here. Makai Daniels with it now for the Warriors. Back to Milab up top. Perkins coming out defensively, trying to bounce pass on the inside. Grooms got a piece of it, but the Warriors able to keep possession, and they bounced it down to Flournoy, who got fouled.
And I believe that foul's going to be on Richardson.
Correct. You don't mind giving that one up. The Red Raiders came very close there, Gary, to once again having an odd man break coming back down the court.
Just a bad bounce. Went back to Elizabeth Forward.
Flournoy came in averaging 2.4 points a game. First of 2 free throws here. No good for Cal Flournoy. 5'9" senior guard. We mentioned his brother also on the team, Justin, a freshman.
Almost halfway through the quarter, Elizabeth Forward yet to score.
It was 18-13. Uniontown after one. Red Raiders on a little 7-0 mini run here to start the second quarter. Second of 2 free throws good for Flournoy, so that ends the run. Gives the Warriors a second quarter point. It's 25-14, lead at 11 for Uniontown with 4:20 left before halftime. Here's Grooms up top. Milab coming out defensively along with Daniels. Now Grooms resets. Daniels on him. Sends it off there to Richardson. And back to Grooms again. 3 on the way. Too strong there from Notorious Richardson. Nice offensive rebound in traffic. Keeping it alive and putting it back off the glass and in. Tavian Richardson.
Stick-to-itiveness there. That little man in there among the trees gets the rebound, puts it up off glass, and makes it good.
EF has the better size, but so far the Red Raiders the better hustle and the better hops, leading by 13. Tough shot there, and able to finish Daniels. Ball loose on the court, picked up again by Richardson. Bounce back to Grooms, and now Notorious across and tried a little pass off to his left. That got blocked down by Ethan Bowser, trying to bounce it forward, and Richardson there on the intercept.
So, turnovers both ways.
The Red Raiders have it again, leading by 13. And here's Bakari Wallace was triple team. They'll get Bakari for the charge. That'll be his second.
Just a little out of control there that time by Bakari. Thought he had a lane to the hoop, but stepping in there nicely was the EF defense.
That's the 8th team foul on the Red Raiders. Mentioned second personal on Bakari. Player control foul, so the Warriors will not shoot. They'll send it in here to Charles Niggett. Freshman looking for his first 2 points of the game. Guarded there by Richardson. He'll switch up top here with Daniels. Daniels now watched by Tavian. Pulled back there to Isaiah Turner. Turner on the inside, tried to scoop it up. Shot went nowhere, and it was Mr. Hager, Jeremiah Hager, pulling down the rebound. Another new entry in the game for Uniontown. 6'3" sophomore, averages just over 3 points and close to 2 rebounds a game. Uphold with it right now, pulling it back to Richardson, and now Hager another touch. Uphold here on the near side, back to Grooms. His high arcing 3, good again. Notorious Grooms, he's red hot tonight, Gary. Already with 13, he's made 3 threes, and the Red Raiders a 16-point lead over Elizabeth Ford at 30-14.
And now with an all-bench squad except for Grooms out there for the Red Raiders.
Yeah, very impressive, and they're extending the lead with their bench on the court, and they force another turnover. Uphold on it. Here's Uphold coming back, trying to bounce pass off to his right, got intercepted, and Milab will find the loose ball there for Elizabeth Forward. He ran into Richardson, and they're going to call Richardson for his second personal foul, team 9th.
And that'll be 1-1. Stand corrected, Uphold is out there. He was one of the starters also,
Correct.
But still a lot of bench minutes for the Red Raiders.
The bench doing well. Lead at 16 at 30-14 with 2:16 left before halftime. Here's Milab at the line. He scored 6 points in the opening quarter. Red Raiders have shut him down so far here in the second quarter. Milab, front end of a 1-and-1, good. Give him 7. Came in averaging 15 points and 6 rebounds a game. The Red Raiders now doubled up Elizabeth Ford at 30-15. Milab now for a second of 2. Up on the way and good for Charles Milab. The Warriors have shot free throws well. 8 of 9 from the foul line so far.
Just 3 foul shots here in the second quarter, though, is their total score.
Richardson pulling it back to Uphold up top. Uniontown a 14-point lead at 30-16. Uphold back to Richardson in front of the Elizabeth Forward bench. Warriors will pick up a foul. That'll be a push there, on Flournoy.
And that's his first, team foul number 6. So the Red Raiders are not in the 1-and-1 yet with 1:58 to go here in the second.
1 away. Our colleague Steve Suprick watching from out of town tonight. Hello to Steve.
Enjoying his granddaughter
Yes.
down in Georgia.
I saw a good buddy Phil Michael in the house tonight as well. Hello to Phil, taking in the action with his family. Here's Richardson on the drive, and Richardson coming off the bench. A little spark plug for second quarter points. Red Raiders again up 16 at 32-16.
Running one-hander off glass.
Coming back, Niggett. They're going to get Richardson for a reach, and that'll be his third. So his time on the court might be short-lived for now, Gary.
Not sure that Coach Kaczmarski realizes that's his third foul, but they have not sent anyone to the scores table as of yet, and that's going to be number 11, Niggett, at the line for 1-1.
Niggett is yet to score in this game. We'll have an opportunity here. Still no one has come over to check in for Richardson. Niggett, first of 2 free throws, no good. Coach K going to stick with Richardson here with 3 personals.
Well, he probably doesn't want to put Bakari back in with 2.
Correct. Kind of pick your poison.
Winfrey also.
Free throw good there from Niggett. So Niggett makes the second after missing the first. As Gary said, Elizabeth Ford without a field goal here in the second quarter. All of their points coming at the foul line. They trail by 15 at 32-17. And Richardson has it now here on the near wing. Over to Hager, out of the corner. Resets back up top, Uphold. And with the lead and in some foul trouble, you wouldn't mind taking a little time off the clock here, Gary, on this possession.
Exactly. Perfect strategy.
And get into a little mini weave up top and send it over to Hager on the far side. Back to Richardson up top. Little ball fake. Back to Grooms here on the near wing. Comes inside. Back to Tavian, far elbow. Tavian now, floater in the lane. Gets it to drop. Tavian Richardson can't pass up opportunities like that. Richardson, 6 second quarter points. And Uniontown running away right now, up 17 at 34-17. They've doubled up the Warriors once again.
Richardson liking that running one-hander.
There's Bowser coming back. A little scoop shot in the lane, no good. Hager went down.
Should have been a travel. It was. Good call there by Bernie George as Milab grabbed the rebound and just kind of scooted backwards before he was able to release the pass.
The Red Raiders get the basketball back. Hager went down for a moment there on the Uniontown side, but he's back on his feet and looking all right there for Uniontown as Grooms has it right now. And again, this Elizabeth Forward team came in 9-3 overall, 4-0 in conference play, and the Red Raiders taking it to them here in the first half, up 34-17.
A lot of basketball left, though, Brian.
For sure. Here's Grooms up top, being watched there by Ethan Bowser. Red Raiders might take this all the way down. Under 10 seconds left here in the second quarter. Up top, Grooms staying with it. Now right of the lane. Long too good for Notorious Grooms. And that just goes along with the rest of his first half. 15 points of the break for Notorious Grooms. And Uniontown a 19-point halftime lead at 36-17. We'll be back to recap the first half scoring for you in a moment. Again, it's Uniontown 36, Elizabeth Forward 17. We're back here on WMBS, the Triple I High School Sports Network, and Facebook Live.
Looking for a dentist? Dr. Michael George and Dr. Ashley Parker of George Dental Associates, a Uniontown staple, has over 40 years' experience treating patients of all ages. Their caring, professional team of dentists and their staff offer a full range of dental services, including restorative, preventative, pediatric, cosmetic, and so much more. Visit GeorgeDentalAssociates.com today. That's GeorgeDentalAssociates.com, and find out how they can enhance your smile through the art of dentistry.
Just as your local State Farm agent combines good neighbor service with surprisingly great rates, you can combine your home and auto. And guess what you'll get? That's right, good neighbor service with surprisingly great rates. In fact, State Farm agent Lauren Yeoman is your go-to agent in Uniontown for the service you deserve at the price you want. So try to combine home and auto today. State Farm agent Lauren Yeoman will help you mix and match things perfectly. Call 724-592-6308 for your surprisingly great rates. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Going on now at C. Harper Chevy. Our customers can drive away in a new 2022 Chevy Silverado for only $279 a month. Security deposit waived. Stop in for a test drive or visit CHarperChevy.com. Chevrolet, find new roads. Lease is through GMF for well-qualified individuals, 24 months at 10,000 miles per year with 4,500 cash trade equity with lease loyalty or lease conquest. Payment is plus tax, title fees, and first payment. Security deposit waived. Sale ends January 31st, 2022. While supplies last. Residency restrictions apply. Call dealer for all of the details at 724-929-8000.
Buy more snuggle time time this winter and be prepared for the cold with the help of First Federal Savings and Loan of Greene County. With a home improvement loan, a home equity loan, or a home equity line of credit, you can finally upgrade that old furnace, take care of that leaking roof, or replace those outdated floors. Keep the cold out and the warm and cozy in your home this winter. Visit a loan officer today or apply online at firstfederalofgreen.com. First Federal Savings and Loan Association of Greene County. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender. NMLS number 45872.
I'm Attorney Bill Martin, partner at Radcliffe Law. When you're in an accident, it can be frightening. You have to deal with insurance companies, medical bills, doctors, and employers, all while trying to recover from your injuries. We want you to concentrate on getting well and allow us to handle the rest. We have 40 years of experience at handling all sorts of personal injury cases here at Radcliffe Law. Call our office today at 724-439-3939 to set up your free consultation. We have Saturday appointments available. Radcliffe Law, making the law personal.
I'm worried about this winter weather. How are we going to get to the grocery store for the next few months? I'm not too comfortable driving in the snow anymore, and with your disability, you definitely can't drive.
You know, the last time I went to the doctor's office, they're talking about FACT.
FACT?
Yeah, Fayette Area Coordinated Transportation. FACT will come to the house and pick us up. They have fixed routes to places like Pittsburgh and Uniontown, even Nemacolin and Woodlands. FACT also has a shared ride program that schedules you to go to places like the doctor's office or the grocery store.
Well, you know, the grandkids will be at our house when school's canceled.
FACT lets anyone ride the fixed route bus, and children under 12 accompanied by an adult ride for free, as do us seniors age 65 and up.
Wow, FACT might be the right answer for us this winter. Do you have their number?
Yes, it's 724-628-RIDE or factbus.com.
It's a fact. We're Fayette County Public Transit.
Hello, everyone. This is John Marietta. With God, all things are possible. Who would have ever thought we would have come this far? I want to thank each and every one who has helped me get this far. We couldn't have done this without you all. Change is what you ask for, and that's what you're going to get. This was about you, not me. I'm just a regular guy trying to do the right thing. I am John Marietta. I am the hillbilly. With your help, you have made me the next recorder of deeds for the people of Fayette County. God bless each and every one of you, and God bless America.
Brian Morozak, Gary Frankhauser back here at Uniontown High School. Red Raiders leading at 36-17 here at halftime. Gary has your halftime stats. They're being brought to you by Peachin's Pharmacy, located inside the downtown Connellsville Peachin Market.
Thanks, Brian. Looking at the Elizabeth Forward Warriors, just 4 players in the scoring column. And Makai Daniels with 5 in the first, all from the foul line. 1 in the second, also from the foul line for his total of 6. Isaiah Turner, 2 in the first, and that for his total of 2. Charles Niggett, 1 for 2 at the line in the second for his 1 point. And Charles Melab leading the way for Elizabeth Forward, 6 points in the first, 2 for 2 at the line for his total of 8. Elizabeth Forward scored 13 in the first, just 4 points in the second without a field goal. And they were 9 for 11 from the line, so that's at least one positive on the offensive side for Elizabeth Forward, but just those 4 points in the second quarter.
Yeah, amazing that, like you said, Gary, all of those points is coming at the foul line. No field goals in that second period for the Warriors.
Unbelievable. For Uniontown, Christian Perkins in the second had a bucket and 1 for 2 at the line for his 3. Calvin Winfrey, 2 in the first, 2 in the second for his total of 4. Bakari Wallace, 6 points in the first for his total of 6. Notorious Grooms, 8 in the first, 7 in the second. He has 3 3-pointers for his total of 15 points to lead the Red Raiders. Tavian Richardson comes off the bench for 6 points in the second quarter. And rounding out the scoring for the Red Raiders, Kadrian McClee with 2 points in the first for his total of 2 points. Red Raiders 18 in the first, 18 in the second, just 1 for 5 from the line, but they do lead 36-17 here at halftime.
Second half comes your way next here on WMBS, the Triple Live High School Sports Network, and Facebook Live.
This is Dr. Fraser Stokes of SWGI Specialists, extending best wishes to our Fayette County teams. Our providers and staff all live locally and are committed to fulfilling the digestive health needs of our community. We encourage everyone at age 50 to get a screening colonoscopy because preventing cancer is the best way to fight cancer. Call 724-437-7677 or visit us at swgispecialist.com.
Hi, I'm Russ Plaho. As your local Allstate agent, providing protection that fits your life is something I take, well, personally. I'm committed to learning about your needs and personalizing protection to meet them. From bundling your auto, home, and life insurance with ease to evaluating optional coverage based on your protection needs. I can build an insurance proposal that fits your life. Are you in good hands? Contact me, Russ Plaho, for a free quote.
Subject to terms, conditions, and availability. Savings vary.
Are you looking for a rewarding career? M&R Transit is now hiring van drivers. Van drivers must be 26 years of age, have a valid driver license, and a clean driving record. Van drivers must be able to obtain all clearances. For more information, call 724-439-3164. That's 724-439-3164, or apply in person at M&R Transit, 253 South Mount Vernon Avenue. M&R Transit wishes the Laurel Highlands Mustangs good luck.
UTMC Centers for Rehab Services on Wayland Smith Drive offers cutting-edge physical therapy. Jim Burns and his staff are residents of the community, treating sports injuries, neurological conditions, back pain, sprains and strains, joint replacements, hand injuries, and other conditions. They treat you efficiently and safely by taking all necessary precautions while disinfecting the clinic regularly. All insurance accepted. Experienced therapists. Convenient location and hours. Part of the community. Call the office with a prescription from your doctor or schedule by direct access 724-437-7500.
It's year-end clearance time at Thurby's Riverside Ford. This is the time and this is the place. With Truck Month incentives, get 0% Ford credit financing for 60 months on new 2021 Ford F-150s in stock. Ford F-150, the toughest truck for the toughest jobs, and the best-selling truck on the planet for 45 years. During our year-end clearance, take advantage of 0% Ford credit financing incentives on all new 2021 Ford Ranger, Explorer, and Edge. Come and experience your presidential award-winning dealer, Thurby's Riverside Ford, located 1 mile past Lady Luck Casino. Approved Ford Motor Credit financing required. Offer ends January 30th, 2022. Stop in and see Sammy, Ashley, Jimmy, or Joey.
Mom Maruka's Pizza Shop, located at 64 Barton Mill Road in Uniontown, is your prime place to enjoy local high school sports. Mom Maruka's is family-owned and operated, where pride of ownership certainly shows. The Sampson family carries on the tradition of homemade pizza, salads, subs, and wings. Mom Maruka's is open Monday through Saturday, 4 to 10 for indoor-outdoor dining and takeout. Call 724-438-9066 or visit MomMarukaPizza.com for their menu.
Looking for a dentist? Dr. Michael George and Dr. Ashley Parker of George Dental Associates, a Uniontown staple, has over 40 years' experience treating patients of all ages. Their caring, professional team of dentists and their staff offer a full range of dental services, including restorative, preventative, pediatrics, cosmetic, and so much more. Visit GeorgeDentalAssociates.com today. That's GeorgeDentalAssociates.com and find out how they can enhance your smile through the art of dentistry.
Third quarter underway, and a quick two from Akai Daniels for Elizabeth Ford. So the Warriors went the entire second quarter without a field goal, and they get a field goal here in the opening 15 seconds of the third, Gary.
Yeah, I'm sure at halftime, Coach Kaczmarski wanted to maintain the intensity as Notorious Grooms goes to the hoop and unable to complete it, but he does get the steal. Now he heads back and gets pounded, and that's going to be no shot.
A non-shooting, Red Raiders will just trigger it in, but they do pick up a foul here on the Warriors, but still in a comfortable position of 36-19. Brian Morozak along with Gary Frankhauser. I apologize, Gary, if I called you Tony on a couple occasions in the first half. It's been a couple months since I've worked with you. I know I'm with Gary tonight.
Take that as a compliment.
Yes. Well, Tony's cross-court again behind the Warriors bench this evening. Steve Suprick down in Savannah. And nice to have you alongside here on a Friday night for high school hoops. We have Billy Dice behind the camera. And Nick Barczyk, as always, back inside our WVU Medicine Uniontown Hospital studios. There's Uphold switching back with Grooms. Uphold has it again here on the near side now. Notorious. Sent far side to Calvin Winfrey. And now he'll back off a little bit. We've seen the Red Raiders pace over the final minute or two of the second quarter. And early on here in the third quarter, being in a little bit of foul trouble, slowed down a bit. As Bakari sends it back to Calvin. Now Uphold edge of the zone. Works inside. Try to no-look pass. They're in traffic to Perkins. Kind of ill-advised. Was picked up there by Daniels. Reset over to Bowser. Near wing now, Isaiah Turner for three off the back iron. No good. And uphold the rebound there for Uniontown. Forward to Grooms. Notorious handing off. And coming free, Bakari Wallace laying it up and in. So Wallace with 8. Red Raiders maintaining their intensity, up 19 at 38-19.
Beautiful assist there by Notorious. Saw his defender coming over on him. Freed up Bakari Wallace for the bucket.
Here's Makai Daniels sending it off here on the near side. Isaiah Turner will take a step back three from the top of the key. It won't drop. Nice offensive rebound in traffic. Daniels, they score on the putback.
So Daniels with 4 points here in the third.
9 for the game. Warriors back to within 17 of the Red Raiders at 38-21 as we go under 6 minutes left here in the third quarter. Grooms on the far wing, resetting to Bakari Wallace up top. Wallace in the paint, floater up on the way, no good. Red Raiders going for the tip-in, and they get it in traffic. That was Wallace on the follow-up.
3-point, they steal again, and a putback that time by Uphold.
Wow. His first 2 of the game, so the Red Raiders getting points here in a hurry. They lead by 21, and 42-21, 5:30 left here in the third. A lot of folks checking in on our live stream, getting some messages. People saying, hey, I thought EF's good. They are good, but the Red Raiders bringing their game tonight. Long three up top and banking it in from the wing, Luke Alvarez. So his first points of the game come on a bank from outside the arc. And the Warriors still showing a little fight, but they're down 18 at 42-24.
Banks open late tonight.
Yes, it is. It's a Friday. As we approach the 5-minute mark of the third quarter. Notorious tried a little crossover there, then switches back. Calvin Winfrey, the third NBA range three, reigns it in. 7 for Winfrey, the third.
We could see that one right in front of us, on line the entire way. Nothing but net.
Lead at 45-24. 4:43 left here in the third. Alvarez sending it back there. Daniels in traffic. Tough shot. Couldn't get it to go. Bakari Wallace. Another rebound here for the Red Raiders racing back. Bakari tried a little bounce pass forward.
Lost the handle.
Yep, off of Bakari and out. And back over to Elizabeth forward.
It's a little too anxious that time on the breakout.
Mentioned the Warriors swept the season series with Uniontown last year. I have to think some of these Red Raiders certainly remember that because Uniontown has shown intensity from the start. Almost forced another turnover there, but the Red Raiders knock it out.
A lot of hands in reaching in there on Melab, preventing him from getting it up to the rim.
I have to think some frustration on the Elizabeth forward side, especially as well as they've played over the last couple of weeks. Luke Alvarez was pinned up there on the elbow and then resets there to Isaiah Turner up top. Melab trying to set the screen. The kick back in the corner to Ethan Bowser. Bowser on the switch back up top again. Makai Daniels watched there by Bakari. Sent off on the far side again to Luke Alvarez. Alvarez right of the lane coming inside, getting the basket to go in one. That'll be the third foul. So the second or third, are they going to call?
I think that's on Perkins.
It is on Perkins, yep. Just his second. And it will be the basket and one there for Alvarez. So Alvarez with 5 third-quarter points could add another one here at the foul line. 45-26 the lead for the Red Raiders, with Alvarez having a free throw here for Elizabeth Ford, trying to cut back into it. It's up on the way and no good. Uphold the rebound there for Uniontown. Tanner up to Grooms, over to Winfrey again. That three rattles out. Bowser the rebound there for Elizabeth Ford.
Uniontown has to think about not taking those shots too quickly.
In a corner, 3 off the mark there. Alvarez, both teams going quickly. Grooms coming back. They're going to call a jump ball as you had Isaiah Turner step in and got a held possession. Now, Kadrian McAlee will come off the Uniontown bench and check in. That last foul was only the second on Perkins.
Correct.
A team foul on each side here in the second half.
Held ball back to Uniontown.
Correct. Red Raiders will trigger it in here. It's a Winfrey on the near wing, picked up there by Melab. Now resets here high on the right. Far side, Bakari Wallace thought about the three, goes back in the corner there to Grooms. Now Winfrey, a little touch, will be over and back. Just lost the handle there, edge of the zone.
Right in front of us, got to cross that midcourt line just by about an inch.
It'll be Ethan Bowser triggered back in here for the Warriors into Melab. Now Bowser again on the wing. Warriors have a lot of ground to make up. They're down 19. They'll bounce it down low. Red Raiders almost a strip there on Daniels, but Melab able to keep it alive with a ball fake on the far elbow. pulled back up there to Niggett. Sent far side Bowser again after a touch from Turner. And the ball will, now we're going to see a push called here on the floor.
Might be on Melab, I
think. Yes, I believe it's going to go on the Elizabeth forward side.
So his first, just the team second.
The Red Raiders get possession. Red Raiders get possession of the basketball back.
Looks like Elizabeth Forward is going to set up some full court pressure, try to get back into this game.
Red Raiders usually pretty good against any kind of press that teams throw their way, since that's pretty much their game. There's a nice little dump down, uphold to McLeod, couldn't finish on the near side. Rebound Daniels for Elizabeth Forward. Daniels going coast to coast, will drive and score. Makai Daniels having a good quarter, 6 here in the third, 11 for the game.
I have him for 12.
Okay.
Had 6 at halftime.
Nonetheless, lead at 45-28. Floater from Bakari Wallace, no good. Another rebound from Daniels coming back down to Niggett, spinning underneath, and they'll get McLeod for his third personal foul.
Tough call there. He had a clean block, looked like up top, probably some body contact down low. That's going to put number 11, Niggett, to the line.
Freshman 1 for 2 so far. Only the second team foul on the Red Raiders here in the second half. With a third on McLeod. First of 2 free throws, no good there from Niggett off the front of the rim. And you have Uniontown now with McLeod with 3, Richardson with 3, Perkins with 2, Winfrey with 2, Wallace with 2.
Might see some substitutions here late in the quarter.
Niggett's second free throw good. So the freshman with 2 points in this game. Warriors back to within 16. A little double team there on Winfrey in the midcourt. Was able to get out of it. Over to Uphold. Back to Grooms. He got knocked down on the 3. It spun out, but McLeod, the offensive rebound, scored on the putback. So Kadrian McLeod battling foul trouble. Still out there for the Red Raiders. He has 4 off the bench. Lead at 18 at 47-29 as we approach the 2-minute mark of the third. Bowser driving back. Look at a blocking foul here. I think this is going to be on the floor, though, against the Red Raiders. We'll double check.
It might be McLeod again. It what?
No, Uphold.
No, Uphold. That's his
first. And they're going to rule that in the act. So it'll be 2 free throws here for Ethan Bowser. He's yet to score in this game. Senior came in averaging 5.7 points and 3 assists per game. First of 2 on the way and no good for Ethan Bowser. So the Warriors, who were so good at the foul line in the first half, Gary, just 1 of 4 here in the second half.
Making them 10 for 15 on the contest.
Second of 2 here for Bowser on the way and good. First point of the night for Ethan Bowser. 47-30. Lead at 17 for the Red Raiders as we go under 2 minutes left here in the third. Richardson back out there with 3 personals. Back out to Grooms. Notorious holds here high on the right. Now off to his left. Picked up defensively there by Cal Flournoy.
A lot of contact again.
Grooms
no
on
call,
the inside.
But Notorious powers it up.
17 for Notorious Grooms. And a 49-30 lead for the Red Raiders. It's at 19. 1:35 left here in the third quarter. Quick moving game. Niggett, shot with the left hand, won't drop for the freshman McLeod. A little poke there off to Winfrey. Red Raiders back on the basketball. High pass near side. Goes out of bounds off of Uniontown and out.
Melab on the bench now for Elizabeth Forward. It's lose a lot of rebounding power inside for them when he goes out.
He had an issue in the first half, had a little blood on. I'm not sure why he checked out now.
Just 1 foul.
Correct. Let's just needs a drink and a little breather. Niggett, freshman, making the jumper there on the far side from 12 feet out. Nothing but net. Niggett with 4. Lead, though, still at 17 for the Red Raiders. Winfrey coming near baseline. Charge call there on Calvin Winfrey the third. That'll be his 3rd personal foul.
Good position on the block there by the Elizabeth Forward defender, and that's 3 fouls. And now we're going to have Uphold coming in and going to give Winfrey a break.
Warriors still need that run, though, Gary, to try to get back into this game. 17 points, a lot to make up. And only 9 minutes and 4 seconds of basketball. Especially against a team as strong as Uniontown's. Red Raiders haven't shown too many flaws in their game so far tonight. Bowser here on the near wing. Bowser with the seam drives and scores. Ethan Bowser for Elizabeth Forward. He has 3. Warriors back to within 15, down 49-34. Grooms back up top. Watched there by Makai Daniels. Switches now with Bakari Wallace. Wallace top of the key. Back to Grooms. Another 3 on the way and good again. Notorious Grooms. He keeps on hitting shots like that, Gary. Warriors aren't coming back.
That's a fact.
Lead at 18 at 52-34. 20 seconds left here in the third. A little give and go on the drive. Missed there from Daniels. Now the Red Raider rebound. Let's see if they take it down here with 14 seconds left here in the quarter. Coach K with his arm in the air saying hold for the last shot. Kind of 6 seconds. Grooms with it. Sending it out over to Richardson. Kind of forced the 3. Ball will go. Actually get tracked down by Niggett. His time expires after 3, but all Uniontown. Red Raiders in a comfortable position, up 18, 52-34 after 3. We're back with the fourth in 60 seconds here on the C.R. Brana Group High School Sports Night.
When your car is damaged, the name to remember is Ted Silva & Son Body and Fender Repair. Currently in their 59th year of providing quality, reliable service to the community, Ted Silva & Son offers complete collision service, minor to major repairs, frame and unibody repair, and glass installation. They will gladly blueprint your vehicle for repair, and they will work with your insurance company. With a paint booth that utilizes the environmentally friendly waterborne paint process, Ted Silva & Son not only cares for our community and our children, they care for our environment. Located on Atlas Road in Hopwood, it is the goal of Ted Silva & Son to alleviate the stress of an accident and assist you in any way possible. Family owned and operated for 59 years. Call 724-437-2351 for Ted Silva & Son Body and Fender Repair, LLC. Proud to sponsor local high school sports.
Brian Morozak, Gary Frankhauser back here at Uniontown High School. Red Raiders cruising tonight up 52-34 over Elizabeth Ford, ready to start the fourth quarter. And Gary, they have 7 minutes instead of 8 here up on the scoreboard clock.
That's junior high time. Hey, Alex, they only have 7 minutes on the clock.
It's a good way to try to get out of here with a win.
There, they fixed it.
I got it. Alex Piezinski, our head referee. Bernie George and Bob Fisher with him tonight. And a little backcourt pressure there. Richardson on Niggett, and Niggett able to stay with it and bring it back across there for the Warriors. Niggett high on the right, watched there by Uphold. Opening minute of this final quarter, Uniontown up 52-34. Red Raiders led so far by Notorious Grooms with 20. That one poked out, will stay with the Warriors. Makai Daniels, the leading scorer for Elizabeth Ford with 11. We double-checked after the third quarter and confirmed 11 points for Daniels.
That is correct. Gave him one extra foul shot that he did not have.
It was Fornoy with the free throw that he had credited Daniels. Nonetheless, we're back on the same page. Warriors have it working right to left. Have 18 points to make up, and they turn it over. Errant pass intercepted there by Uphold. Uphold coming back, driving back,
nice
and
move.
Driving in for the 2. Tanner Uphold with 4. Lead at 20 again at 54-34. 7:15 left here in the fourth. Here's Daniels back across. Daniels on the inside. Double team, got out of it over to Niggett. Just kind of threw one up from the foul line. Shot attempt no good, but 2 free throws upcoming. Foul posted here on the Red Raiders. The fourth on Richardson. 5th team foul on Uniontown here in the second half. And Niggett heading back to the line where he's 2 of 4. Niggett now for his first of 2. Up on the way and good for the freshman Charles Niggett. Mentioned up next for Elizabeth Ford. They'll host Bell Vernon coming up on Tuesday. They were hoping that was going to be a showdown between 2 unbeaten teams in the conference. Now the Red Raiders can root for the Warriors, and that could create, if the Red Raiders hold on here tonight, Gary, a 3-way tie for first place in the section. Second of 2 free throws, good for Niggett. So Niggett with 6. Warriors, though, still down 18. Just over 7 minutes of basketball left here tonight. Bakari Wallace tried a little pass there over to Winfrey. Got deflected out of bounds.
Nice play there. Elizabeth Ford, Alvarez with the steal and then threw it off of Winfrey to keep it in the Elizabeth Forward possession.
For the Red Raiders next week, they'll travel to Mount Pleasant on Tuesday, host Albert Gallatin in a non-conference game Wednesday, and then travel to Cougar Mountain on Friday to take on Yock. The missed shot there on the far side. McLee on it. Across to Grooms. Touched up Bakari Wallace from the far wing, and in Bakari floater came up short, got his own rebound, threw it back up, a miss, but on the third shot on the possession, Tanner Uphold gets it to go. So Uphold with 6, lead back up to 20 at 56-36. Ethan Bowser coming back here for the Warriors. Sending it out to Makai Daniels. Watched there by Bakari. 6:17 left in regulation. Edge of the zone. Save there from Niggett. Comes back inside. Floats it up, a miss. And Bakari Wallace, another rebound there for the Red Raiders. Bakari back across. Resets over to Winfrey. Long three, no good underneath. Daniels, another rebound for the Warriors. Bowser a touch. Back in the corner. Alvarez reins in the 3 and a quick timeout. So Luke Alvarez with 8. And Coach Loftus wants to talk about it. 5:53 left here in the fourth. 56-39. Red Raiders are back in 60 here on the C. Alvarado Group High School Sports Night.
Chris Parker Jr., it's a new year, so what's new for 2022 at Autoland Hyundai?
2022 will bring a tax refund for many people. So if you're expecting a tax refund, stop in at Autoland and ask us about our deferred down payment program.
That makes buying a new Hyundai easier. Any other special offers?
The entire Hyundai lineup has great offers, such as the 2022 Venue hatchback with 0.9% APR up to 60 months. Or get $750 off with HMF bonus cash. And when the snow arrives, don't get stuck without all-wheel drive. Be prepared. Stop in at Autoland and check out our all-wheel drive Hyundai Konas, Tucsons, and Santa Fe's.
And of course, every new Hyundai comes with America's Best warranty, 10-year, 100,000-mile powertrain protection, and 3-year complimentary maintenance. Autoland Hyundai, downtown Uniontown. See them online at AutolandHyundai.com or phone 724-437-9999. That's 724-437-9999 for Autoland Hyundai.
Remember, you always pay less to drive the best at Autoland Hyundai.
Back here at Uniontown High School, Red Raiders still cruising up 56-39, 5:53 left in regulation. Brian Morozek along with Gary Frankhauser, Billy Dice behind the camera on our Facebook Live feed tonight. And Nick Barczyk back inside our WVU Medicine Uniontown Hospital studios. Another long day for Nick. But Gary, he's a trooper back there.
I'm sure. He told me he was down to half days. 12 hours.
Yes. Uphold in the corner for 3. A little bit too strong. McLee. Another offensive rebound. Back to Winfrey. Far wing and in. Put it off the glass. Shot didn't drop in traffic there. Daniels the rebound. Up the floor. Touched Alvarez. Kick out 3. That was Niggett. Rattles out. Melab. Offensive rebound underneath. And a foul called down low.
Who are they going to call that on?
Red Raiders. Not sure which Red Raider, though, down low. If it goes on McLee, that would be number 4.
And they do call it on McLee.
Now you have Richards.
They have.
No, Bakari Wallace.
Bakari Wallace, but that's his third.
Yep.
Yeah.
So you have Richardson with 4, McLee with 3, Wallace with 3, Winfrey with 3 on the Uniontown side. Now McLee will take a seat, and you'll have
Perkins back in.
Yep, and Makai Daniels will trigger it back in here for Elizabeth Forward, but the Warriors still find themselves down 17 at 56-39 with 5:21 left here in regulation. And Daniels will work it into Melab left of the lane, fronted there by Perkins, and had Grooms right behind him. Stays with it and sends it out on the wing to Turner for 3. It rattled out. Turner got his own rebound. Resets far side. Makai Daniels pulls it back outside the arc, and now back into the hands of Turner. Up top again, Niggett between the circles. Down to Melab. Working there on Perkins. A little bump, but Melab able to throw it up and get it to drop. Melab at double figures with 10. Warriors still fighting. They're down 15 at 56-41. Uniontown still with their full complement of timeouts remaining. Warriors down to 2 left. We have 4:47 left here in regulation. Wallace, far side, jumper left of the lane. No good. Offensive rebound. Uphold missed on the putback by Perkins on the third shot on the possession. Got it to go, and now Coach K wants a timeout. So take it as well. 4:39 left here in the fourth. 58-41 Red Raiders. We're back at 60 here on the CR Product Group High School Sports Night.
Lease Plumbing and Excavating, helping area residents with residential and commercial plumbing, gas, electric, and water lines, along with paving, concrete, and excavation site work for over 30 years. Building a new home? Lee's does utility installation of water, gas, and sewage lines. Lee's does maintenance work on all existing homes, too. Call 724-245-2950. That's 724-245-2950 for your quote. Lee's wishes all the area basketball teams good luck this season from Lee's Plumbing and Excavating.
For attorney Melinda Della Rose, helping people with compassionate counseling, candid legal advice, strong advocacy, and professional commitment is what she does best. With an office at 99 East Main Street in downtown Uniontown, attorney Della Rose specializes in family law, municipal law, and general civil litigation, as well as personal injury, estate planning, probate, and more. For more information, call attorney Melinda Della Rose at 724-437-3200, 724-437-3200, or online at DellaRoseLaw.com.
4:39 left here in the fourth quarter, 58-41 Red Raiders. Stay tuned for our post-game show. We'll be brought to you by First Federal Savings and Loan Association of Greene County. We'll pick our Davis & Davis players of the game and also have our post-game stats brought to you by Peachin's Pharmacy, located inside the downtown Connellsville Peachin Market. Warriors still down 17 with the basketball, working right to left as we describe it. A little turn and shoot. Isaiah Turner gets it to go. Now it's a nice little pivot back there from Turner, Gary.
Gives him 4.
They're back to within 15 are the Warriors and the Red Raiders, and now in front of the Uniontown bench. Coach K taking a timeout there with Winfrey trapped. So we'll take another one as well. 4:15 left here in the fourth, 58-43 Uniontown. We're back in 60 here on the C.R. Brada Group High School Sports Night.
Are you looking to list or sell your house? Now is the time to let the professionals at Caldwell Banker Laurel Ridge Realty help you with all of your real estate needs. Caldwell Banker Laurel Ridge Realty has 2 convenient locations to better serve you. In Uniontown area, 724-437-7100, or in Connellsville area, 724-628-7200, and speak with one of our real estate professionals. Visit our website, caldwellbanker.com. We have been proudly serving Western Pennsylvania area for over 30 years and look forward to helping you with all of your real estate needs. Broker Paul Borges Jr.
With branches in Markleysburg, Connellsville, Hopwood, Uniontown, and Perryopolis, Somerset Trust Company is truly Fayette County's community bank. We invite you to stop by and experience the Somerset Trust Company difference. Local decision-making, convenient locations, extended hours, award-winning online and mobile banking, and more. Somerset Trust Company, community banking worth talking about. Branches and ATMs throughout Fayette County.
Notorious Grooms a bucket as we come back for the Red Raiders. Lead back up to 17 at 60-43.
Turnover there, walk by Daniels, puts it back in the Red Raiders' hands.
Uniontown in another comfortable position of 17 at 60-43. With 3:50 left here in the fourth. Grooms coming forward, passes deflected, saved there by Uphold. And reset back up top again to Grooms. So Notorious has led the way for Uniontown tonight with 22 points. Came in averaging 21.6 a game, so just above a season average. Floater from Winfrey, no good in traffic. Daniels pulling down the rebound there for Elizabeth Forward. Here's Daniels coming down the floor, and stepping in there for Uniontown was Uphold. Able to get the basketball back in the Red Raiders' hands. Grooms back on the wing. Another high arcing three, and he flushes another one down, Gary. 25 for Notorious.
5 threes on the night.
Now 29 made threes for the season. Niggett looking for an answer. Back miss there from the outside. We'll get a foul there over the back. Melab all over Grooms.
His second. Team foul just number 3 in the second half.
3:06 left here in the fourth.
Uniontown has not shot a free throw in the second half.
They have not. Just 3 team fouls on the Warriors. Uniontown still hanging on to that 20-point lead. The Red Raiders pretty much have been in control since the get-go. There's a jump ball called there between Wallace, I think that was Flournoy.
It was.
Uniontown gets it here off the arrow with 2:59 to play.
And
now the Warriors are saying the arrow should be going the other way.
Let's see what they have the arrow pointing towards the Red Raiders. I'm not sure. I think they switch.
We had one down here. Was that in the fourth quarter?
That was in the third.
The third, so they would have switched it to start the fourth. It would have been the Warriors' ball.
It was the Warriors who took it out of bounds right in front of us.
Correct, yep.
We had the correction on the time.
I don't think we've had a jump ball since.
We have not.
So it should be Uniontown's basketball.
It is.
Uphold will send it in. Over to Wallace.
Good opportunity for the Red Raiders here to work on their ball control offense. Take some time off the clock. No need to score any more points.
Right on that. Comfortable position. Let the Warriors come out here defensively. And they'll have some fouls to give if they choose to send Uniontown to the line. I'm not sure if they're going to do it, though, with the margin at 20 at this juncture of the game. 2:36 to play and a 5-second call. You're right.
Got to get rid of it.
Yep. The Warriors get it back. Bernie George having a little conversation there with our camera guy, Billy Dice.
Complaining about the call. Billy from behind the camera.
There's Daniels back across. We'd be in trouble if Billy got thrown out. I'd probably be running the camera. You'd be doing the rest of the game. There's Alvarez.
That's a blocking foul on Winfrey. That'll be his 4th. And that's going to send Elizabeth Forward to the line. 1-1.
Hey, Luke Alvarez heading to the line. Missed his only free throw attempt of the night.
12 for 18 at the line. Bright spot for Elizabeth Forward.
They've been hotter early on. They've cooled off here in the second half. Missing the front end of a 1-1 there is Alvarez. Long rebound. Ruled out of bounds on the far side. It'll be Uniontown's basketball. 2:20 to play. Lead at 20. Pretty good crowd here tonight, Gary, as well. Good support from the Uniontown student section. A lot of folks wearing their Steelers gear with the Steelers playing a wild card playoff game at Kansas City Sunday night. Wallace misses there on a 3. Flournoy out of the pack with it there for Elizabeth Forward. Touch from Bowser down to Melab. He's double teamed and fouled. You'll have a 1-1 here for the Warriors with 2:02 to play.
I think they called that on number 10. They called that on
Grooms. Just his first, yeah. Red Raiders, though, good depth. They've built up that bench since the beginning of the season. Gotten everybody back as well. Had a couple of injury situations and those close call COVID situations earlier in the year, but everybody back and healthy now. And Melab missing on the front end of a 1-1. Wallace driving back, and he'll scoop it up and in. Bakari Wallace with 12. Lead at 22 for Uniontown at 65-43. 1:48 left here on the floor. We had the flu bug going around the Red Raiders right before Christmas, but good to see everybody back and healthy here. Again, a couple more conference games next week for Uniontown. Mount Pleasant's on the road Tuesday, and they'll start the second half of the conference season at Yacht coming up on Friday over in Backcall there.
Uniontown maintaining that defensive pressure. You like to see that intensity this late in the game.
Really would set themselves up. You get a win over Mount Pleasant, which will be heavy favorites on Tuesday. Only one loss through the first half of the conference season. Of course, you'll have to travel to Bell Vernon in the second half of the season. But if you can somehow, steal a win there.
Well, the way Uniontown played tonight, I'm not sure it would be a steal.
Yep. And they led Bell Vernon here 19-17 after one quarter of play. Great no-look pass down low. That was Grooms off to Wallace, and Bakari another finish. He has 14, lead up to 24 again at 67-43.
We're under a minute.
Yep. Brought back across there by Daniels. Little pump back, long 3 and air ball there. That was Christian Kennedy that just checked into the game. An odd man break coming back for Uniontown. Grooms on the inside. Kennedy knocked it out of bounds.
Notorious just got himself a little bit too far into the rim that time.
Kennedy only a sophomore. It's sent in here to McAlee. On the wing, Wallace. Switching back with Grooms. 40 seconds left here in regulation time.
Doesn't even look like Elizabeth Forward's going to foul.
I think by far the best win of the season for Uniontown. Coming in a big conference game over a team that came in with a 9-3 overall record, 4-0 conference mark. And the Red Raiders just kind of took the Warriors behind the woodshed tonight.
That's for sure. In control the entire way, and that's a foul there on Flournoy.
Good way to go into the Martin Luther King Jr. holiday weekend.
Just a fourth team foul on Elizabeth Forward.
24-point lead And 67-43. Wallace will send it in the backcourt to Grooms. Expect the Warriors maybe just to back off here with 15 seconds left. Grooms holds. Wallace a touch. Over to Calvin Winfrey III. He'll just hold as Flournoy comes out defensively. But a great performance out of Rob Kesmarski's Uniontown Red Raiders tonight. You might get an over and back call there. You'll get it with .3 left on the clock. So just have one inbounds pass here, and that'll do it. You're saying there's .3 left on the clock, so they're going to have to inbound.
They were lining up for the handshake over there.
Have to throw it in one more time. At 67-43 will be your final score tonight. Uniontown improves to 6-4 overall, 4-1 in conference play. Warriors drop to 9-4 overall, 4-1 in the conference. Now stay tuned for your post-game show. Brought to you by First Federal Savings and Loan Association of Greene County. Comes your way next year on WMBS, the Triple Live High School Sports Network, and Facebook Live.
Going on now at C. Harper Chevy. Our customers can drive away in a new 2022 Chevy Silverado for only $279 a month. Security deposit waived. Stop in for a test drive or visit CHarperChevy.com. Chevrolet, find new roads. Lease it through GMF for well-qualified individuals, 24 months at 10,000 miles per year. With 4,500 cash trade equity with lease loyalty or lease conquest. Payment is plus tax, title fees, and first payment. Security deposit waived. Sale ends January 31st, 2022. While supplies last. Residency restrictions apply. Call dealer for all of the details at 724-929-8000.
When you need a vaccine, look to Peachin Pharmacy as a partner in your health. Peachin Pharmacy has all of the COVID-19 vaccines, including boosters, at no cost to you. They also have the shingles and pneumonia vaccine. Schedule online, by phone, or just walk in. When you are ready, get your vaccine at Peachin Pharmacy, located in downtown Connellsville.
Peachin Pharmacy, your local pharmacy.
When you are looking to make some extra cash for your aluminum cans, visit Cherokee Recycling, where aluminum can is king. Cherokee Recycling is open Monday through Friday, 9 till 5, and Saturdays, 8 till 12 noon, closed Sundays and holidays. Give Marcus or Rags a call today at 724-439-3228 for Cherokee Recycling, where recycling makes the most sense.
When it's time to service your vehicle, don't procrastinate. Call Rose Motors at 724-583-1944. Rose Motors, specializing in computer diagnostics, engine and electrical problems, brake service, electronic tune-ups, air conditioning repair, exhaust work, state inspection, and more. Looking for a quality pre-owned vehicle? See Rose Motors, where financing is also available. Rose Motors, 42 River Avenue in Masontown. Serving the area for 3 generations. Open Monday through Friday, 8:30 to 5, Saturday by appointment.
Catholic War Veterans, Post 1669 at Hopwood, are proud supporters of local high school sports. For more information on the programs that the Catholic War Veterans provide, log on to the Catholic War Veterans website at www.cwv.org. You can also visit the Catholic War Veterans Post 1669 on Facebook or phone 724-437-3088. That's 724-437-3088 for the Catholic War Veterans Post 1669 in Hopwood.
I'm attorney Bill Martin, partner at Radcliffe Law. If you're injured in an accident and can't agree with the insurance company on a settlement, you may have to go to trial. You'll need an attorney that's familiar with the process. As an assistant district attorney, I'm comfortable in the courtroom and have experience that not all attorneys do. Call me or Trip Radcliffe today and set up your free consultation for any personal injury case. 724-439-3939. We're easily accessible in Uniontown and provide Saturday appointments. Radcliffe Law, making the law personal.
Did you know that you have a choice for your physical therapy provider? NovaCare Rehabilitation offers same-day appointments, and oftentimes you don't need a prescription from your doctor to see us. We will make sure that you are treated as an individual and will work directly one-on-one with you to help achieve your goals. You have tried the rest. Now try the best. NovaCare, Delaware Avenue in Uniontown. Phone 724-437-0556 to schedule your appointment today.
Good times and good food. It's all at Potter's Bar and Grill on Morgantown Street in Uniontown, family owned and operated. Potter's has been a staple in the Uniontown community since 1950. So get out of the house and make your next night out at Potter's Bar and Grill on Morgantown Street in Uniontown. Call them up at 724-438-9835. That's 724-438-9835. Or visit Potter's on Facebook. We'll see you at Potter's.
Brian Morozak, Gary Frankhauser back.
Days and have your
We're not
gas
back.
for you. Oil checks and windshield clean. Joby's Golf. That's where Joby's Golf is conveniently located at the corner of Fayette and Beeson Boulevard. Joby's Golf is a fast, friendly, full-service gas station serving the Uniontown area in the same location for over 47 years. Joby's Golf offers walkout services, general repairs, tire repair, fenced-in storage lots, state inspection, golf products, and AAA 24-hour car and light truck towing service. Call 724-438-0681.
67-43 your final score. Uniontown defeating Elizabeth Forward tonight here on our postgame show, brought to you by First Federal Savings and Loan Association of Greene County. Gary has your final stats, and they're brought to you by Peachin's Pharmacy, located inside the downtown Connellsville Peachin Market.
Thanks, Brian. For the Elizabeth Forward Warriors, as you said,
go ahead, Gary.
Scoring 13 in the first, just 4 points in the second without a field goal, 17 points in the third, and just 9 in the fourth for their total of 43. Individually, Kyle Flournoy with 1 point, just 1 point from the line. Makai Daniels led the way for Elizabeth Forward with 11. He was 5 for 5 from the line. Isaiah Turner with 4. Luke Alvarez with 8 with a couple of three-pointers. Charles Niggett with 6. He was 4 for 6 from the line. Ethan Bowser, a 2-pointer and 1 for 2 from the line for his 3. And Charles Melab with 10 points for Elizabeth Forward. He was 2 for 2 from the line. They were 13 for 19 from the foul line this evening. For the Uniontown Red Raiders, 18 in the first, 18 in the second, 16 in the third, and 15 in the fourth quarter for their total of 67. Individually, Christian Perkins with 5 points, Calvin Winfrey 7, Bakari Wallace with 14, Notorious Grooms leading the way with 25 points, and 5 3-pointers for Notorious here this evening. Tavian Richardson off the bench for 6, Kadrian McClee with 4, and Tanner Uphold totaled 6 points for their total of 67. The Red Raiders did not shoot a foul shot in the second half.
Hard to believe, but they certainly were dominant tonight, 67-43. And do you like Notorious Grooms for our Davis & Davis player of the game?
Absolutely.
25 points. Again, that brought to you by Davis & Davis, attorneys at law, helping local people with their legal matters since 1976. And Gary, for folks on Facebook Live, that'll do it tonight, 67-43. We're back with more local high school basketball on Tuesday night with Laurel Highlands traveling to Connellsville on there at 7 o'clock with our Sprouse Insurance Group pregame show. 7:30 opening tip-off. Red Raiders in action Tuesday as well on the road at Mount Pleasant. Gary and I back with one final segment on the radio side right after this. Again, for you folks on Facebook Live, your final score, Uniontown 67 and Elizabeth Forward 43. We're back again with one final segment on the radio right after this.